Hi, everybody. I'm going to be late for everything, just so y'all know.
I'm going to be late for my funeral. Hey, Christina. Hey, Christy.
Right. Better late than never, right? I agree. Hi, Christina Bell. Hi, Christine. Hi, Boomer.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Sarah. Look at this crazy face. Crack baby. Hi, Derek.
Oh, I'm on the wrong live stream. Hey, Derek.
What's up, D-Man?
We're okay. I am anyway. I'm sure they're okay too. They're here. I'll tell you that. How are you guys in chat? I got a late start. I was asleep and sorry. That's all I can say. Better late than never, like Boomer said. We're gonna wait till a few people get in here, and then we'll I'm lurking. Sure.
Oh, goodness. Oh, heck, I was on the wrong live stream, so. Maria.
Sheriff is the crack baby you see up there on the panel.
Yep.
We have a dysfunctional live stream today. I mean, panel.
That is right above your head. Can y'all see him in chat? Because he's having that problem where you can't see him in chat at Cab Sevens.
Like I see him in chat.
I see
him.
I had that problem with Liam tonight. Liam said he couldn't see me in his chat either.
Right.
I think it's a YouTube thing.
It is. I don't know what the deal is. They're like picking and choosing because now he can change his name instead of using the fancy writing he has on it. If he puts his name normal, then Cab can see him in his chat.
All right.
Oh.
But if he doesn't, he can't.
That's weird because I saw him. I was in there earlier today when he came in to say hi, and I saw Sheriff say hi.
Yeah, but he changed his name.
Hi, Maria.
Derek, that is not the wrong museum for everyone. Maybe for you, but not everyone.
Wrong museum. What museums do you go to, Derek?
I don't know, but I got an interesting museum.
It's a friend of his brought him to an S&M museum.
Really? They really exist?
That might be right up his alley. Hey, he said some ornery shit now before in chat.
Was that a Madrid museum or something, or what?
I don't know where it was. I would say in Canada, since that's where he's at.
All right, Sheriff. Just talk over us because we're bad. I'm bad about talking over people, and I'm sorry. I'll try to control that tonight.
Yeah, Mary, I'm just going to call you every time you talk over me now.
I'll be nice about it because I be nice to you about it.
See, the thing with me is every time I go quiet, people start saying, how come you're not talking? You're so quiet. You're silent. Why aren't you talking? But when I do talk, they're all like, shut up, shut up, shut up. So I don't know what to do.
I don't say shut up. I haven't, anyway.
Well, I know you don't. Others do.
Oh, it's in Niagara Falls. Okay.
Hi, West Haven.
Hey, Lane.
Hi, West Haven. How are you?
Canada side or U.S. side?
Yeah, I was wondering. Probably Canada side.
Gotta be Canada.
Yeah.
Well, considering he lives in Canada, so probably is.
But I can see New York having a an S&M museum.
Not a museum, but they do have a lot of stores. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of museums around here that
Our
have displays of like medieval torture devices. That may be considered S&M. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it wasn't always torture that it was used for. Yeah, if you look into the history.
okay, there's a few in there. There's 8. We've got 8 watching. So. Okay, what are we gonna make? What story are we gonna do tonight? Somebody come up with the theme.
I came up with the last 2, so it's somebody else's turn this time.
I'm thinking the last one I helped with. We did it out of a haunted place. Let's see. I think you picked the place though. No, somebody in chat did, didn't they?
No, someone in chat picked the place. So they had just gone, oh, a little red.
Mothman. You want to do Moth? Okay, somebody's got to be Mothman. Who wants to be Mothman?
No, we're gonna go hunt for the Mothman.
Oh, we're gonna hunt for the Mothman. Okay.
Yeah, how do you be a
That's what
Mothman?
it means.
Well, somebody's. That's true. That's true. I agree. All right. I'm still having.
Backyard. I wouldn't even venture there.
Best black yard, she says, not backyard, black yard.
I think she meant to say backyard.
Well, at night it is pretty black out there.
I'm gonna say it is pretty dark out there and it misty.
Or unless she meant instead of yard, she meant hole. I don't know. I mean, we could go either way with that.
We could do Misty's backyard and her woods over there on the side.
So, which Mothman are we talking about? Like, because there's so many places that have that story.
We're gonna do a short one, and then we'll just do whatever after that.
My black backyard.
So we're gonna hunt for Mothman in Beth's backyard. Is that what it is?
She said, "Okay, back, but black." It is. It is. But she does have a black.
Beth's black backside.
Oh, really mercy.
So where does this Mothman live? That we got to go hunt him down at.
I don't know where does the Mothman originate from? Because
Derek says the Point Pleasant one. Yeah, Point Pleasant is the most notorious of the Mothman stories. So
Chris says, "Hell, okay, both."
Point Pleasant, where though? Isn't that like an Ohio thing?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
you know what? I can Google it.
Okay, Google it.
That'll help.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Point Pleasant Mothman.
How we could do this when we don't even know anything about it?
Oh, they have a Mothman museum for real.
Yeah, I think that
Main
is Ohio.
Street, Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
All right, everybody.
West Virginia.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
It's crazy.
Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Mothman.
Well, that's with Misty Sheriff.
So we're all packing up to go to West Virginia and Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and hunt down Mothman.
Well, looking that way.
First. Who's picking who up?
I need a ride.
So I guess Mary's gonna be renting an RV, gonna swing through and pick everybody up on the way to Point Pleasant to hunt down Mothman.
I can. Yeah, I got to hang on. I'm sharing out.
You didn't do that yet?
No, I'm sorry. I told you I'm half asleep still.
Mary, Mary, Mary.
So contrary.
Yeah. Probably just gonna bring in food. All right, let's see. One more spot. One I'm looking for. There it is.
What provisions do we need for a Mothman? I'm
I'm
definitely
not.
Mossberg. Sure. We're gonna pack the Mossberg with some.
A big bright light.
It attracts moths.
Exactly. You want to attract them if you're hunting them, right?
Well, actually, I thought we'd sneak up on them unannounced, take them by surprise.
We're behind the bright light, so they can't see us.
Okay. So where's this at now? Pennsylvania, you say?
No, West Virginia,
Virginia?
Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
All right, I'm gonna get an RV and I'm gonna come pick y'all up. Y'all get your bags packed. I'm on my way. All right, I've got to see who do I get to first. Let me think here. The closest to me will be Boomer, so I'll pick Boomer up first. And then I'll have to swing over and pick up Misty and Sheriff and Jason. And then I'll swing and pick Beth up, and then we'll head there.
Well, shit, Beth could almost walk to West Virginia.
All right,
but I won't.
I'm pulling up at Boomer's now. There's Boomer. I'll send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Here he comes out the door, carrying a duffel bag.
Carrying all my provisions. Got a month's worth of food.
He's got
his ammo and firearms.
He's got his Pepsi with him.
Got my Pepsi.
All right, we got him. Now we're off to Sheriff and Misty's. We got to get them. Okay, we're there. I'm pulling up. Honk, honk. What are y'all bringing with you? Here comes Sheriff with his case with his cameras and stuff in it. He's got a case, don't you, Sheriff? Like a hard case or something? Did you put it all in? He's got a crap load of cameras. It's like 3 GoPros or something like that, and I don't know how many cameras he's got.
Sheriff, get back in this live stream.
Don't forget the venison jerky there.
Yep, I'm sure Misty's got her bags, and she's headed in the car now.
I just looked that up.
Pull it in. Don't shoot at me. What, Misty?
We're going to need tents and everything because that's a long way from here.
Chance, we got an RV to sleep in.
Right, we got an RV to sleep in. What do we need tents for?
You can take a tent if you want.
I'll pick you up in an RV.
Hey, if you want to be in a tent, be my guest.
If you want the privacy, that's okay. And okay, I'm on my way to Beth. Chugga. Okay, I'm at Beth now.
Chugga, she's got a train now.
You know what I mean. Anyway, I had to say something. I don't know. Chugga, choo. It's not a train, but anyway, I pull up, honk. Got Beth. Here she comes, waddling out her little 4'11" frame. Little shorty. We got it.
My luggage is bigger than me.
Boomer getting the step stool so she can get in the RV.
Thank you. Such a gentleman, Boomer.
All right, we
No,
got.
oh, wait a minute. I already have my own stuff to do for that.
All right, we got to go
Yeah,
pick
Boomer,
Christy up.
use mine. I used that one.
Christy and Derek, you guys going with us? And West Haven and Christine, y'all go with us now. You
Oh,
meet
I
us
didn't
there.
West Haven.
Anyway, this is audience participation. What she say? I have a hot scoop this week. I have a hot scoop. If the big figures. What?
I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. I've been sitting here trying to figure it out.
Put there either. I'm like, what's she talking about? I think she means the hot spot and big feathers. I don't know what she's meaning. She said, pull it in, don't shoot. And she put that's all I said. All right, we're on our way there.
I'm pretty sure we could tell you and the Mothman apart, Christy.
So this is a wooded area. It's a preserve there that the Mothman has been spotted in. So we got our RV parked in an RV spot. Got it all hooked up and ready, so we can use the bathroom and stuff like we should and all that if we need to. So we got all that done. We got us a little campfire going, and we're off to hunt for the Mothman.
Well, we know that the bathroom is top on the list of priorities for Mary. Yeah.
It is. It's listed on priorities. Yep, it is. Hey, you gotta have a bathroom. I'm sorry. Of course, we're outside. We can always squat and go wherever, but I prefer to use the bathroom. If I got,
but who wants to risk getting swooped up by the Mothman while they're doing a number 2 in the woods? You know what I'm saying?
there you go. There you go. And that he could smell you. I mean, like. Mm-hmm. So we got to keep that on the down low. We got to find him, not him find us.
Question: are we out to kill or capture?
We want to capture and take pictures and.
I don't know. It's
I was
kill or
going to
be
say,
killed,
are we
isn't
going to
it?
need a supersized bug light?
Hi,
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
There
Hey,
you go.
Bigfoot.
We're gonna
We have Bigfoot.
fashion a
Hello.
giant bug light.
Okay. We got Sheriff and Boomer. We're gonna have to split up here. We're gonna have
All right,
to split
so
pairs.
Boomer's gonna tinker around with the portable generator and try to figure out how to fashion a giant bug light, just in case.
That works.
I brought that with me.
You brought a bug light with you?
Yeah.
No, we're talking giant, like the size of an RV. It's gonna be the size of the RV itself. We're gonna erect it right behind the RV.
On top of the RV.
A cell tower with bug zappers.
All right. Who's doing what? Where else? Who's gonna do the? Okay, Boomer's doing the generator. We're gonna split up into groups. Who's gonna split up into who with who? We got 2 males, so we got to split the males up. So, because we all women, we can't all be. We can't all be tough,
Wait, but there's 3 of you, 2 of us. I mean, the 3 of you would equal 2 of us, right? So if us 2 guys went together, you 3 gals went together, that'd be equal.
All right,
right?
we can do that. All right, 3 women are going. We're headed off into the woods. I don't know what y'all are doing.
We're in
Yeah,
trouble.
but is that fair? Because I can sort of communicate with wild animals. Is that really fair, Boomer?
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Well, it's more than fair then if you can communicate with him, you might be able to talk him down. If he decides to get irate or anything, you can communicate with him, talk him down, and ask him to pose for pictures. Anything to keep Boomer from putting a shotgun shell through his head.
Make sure he doesn't eat you.
Yeah, that too. That would be nice.
Hot spot.
So you got to talk Boomer down too, then.
Oh, nobody speaks boomerism, so you're on your own with that.
I don't know about that. Pretty well. Bigfoot, we're just making up stories. It's like we're going after the Mothman tonight. We're going on an investigation together. I went and picked everybody up. We got an RV. We got it parked, and we're in West Virginia. And we're on the hunt for Mothman. We got audience participation. Y'all can help too.
Actually,
Okay.
Christy, that's a good idea. We should dress up.
Yeah, Christy can show some leg.
So let's say it's about noon, and because it's going to take me about 6 hours to get this giant bug zapper up and running. So just about dusk, it should be done, which is when the Mothman would most likely, be out and about. So,
Well, we went off into the woods and we're out seeing if we can find any traces of him while it's still
there
daylight.
we go. Look for moth droppings.
Sheriff's setting up the equipment. He's getting everything ready on the equipment.
He's setting up the grill.
Yeah, he's setting up the grill. We got to eat too,
We're going to have a rack of Mothman.
We'll draw him in that way when Sheriff starts cooking. Christy said, "Let's roll out, ladies." All right.
Roll out.
We get down into the woods and Misty finds something. Misty, what do you find?
Oh, what the hell is that? Is the Mothman sneaking up on me?
No.
Who's that squeaking?
Noise in the background here.
It's your chair.
Find an empty cocoon, I guess, hanging in a tree.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she found a big cocoon hanging in the tree.
We got the spot then.
Well, we're at the right spot. Okay, we take pictures of that and we look around the ground and stuff. We got all that. We keep going. We're gonna see if we find any more.
The sounds of wings batting overhead.
All right. Beth thinks she's found something. What'd you find, Beth?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It's a feather.
Chris says she got a Bigfoot that's pregnant.
Oh my goodness, it's a 10-foot feather. Well, it's pretty hot out here, so that comes in handy.
What'd you find?
A 10-foot feather.
A 10-foot feather?
Yeah.
I thought he had bat wings, like a bat.
No, he's got wings like a moth. That's why he's the Mothman.
Okay.
Here, let me show you the picture of the statue they have of him.
Yeah, that might help.
I'm going by an artist rendering.
Okay, here's... Let me see if I can share this.
She got tequila too. She said, "I've been drunk," and don't forget tequila. She's been drunken.
Okay, you have to allow this share.
I am.
But that's the statue of it they have erected in the town.
Oh, so it's like butterfly wings almost.
Yeah, moths and butterflies have pretty much the same kind of wings.
Yeah. Which means it would be
Looks like
vulnerable.
a fairy to me.
Hey, this thing
nasty
is a little
ferret.
Christy.
Wow, look at the
Ew.
face.
Ooh.
I didn't know moths had fangs.
And glowing red eyes.
There you go. It's one of those murder hornets.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that won't work, guys. Kicking the Mothman in the nards won't work because you don't have none. So
None.
don't try that. Just in case you were thinking, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, how do we
He
know it's a
looks like
man
a
then?
combo of a whole bunch of different critters.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Well,
that's
the
their
video
rendition
goes
of it.
way
Look at
down.
Apparently.
the claws he's got. He got some claws, man. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're out here. We're still moving along. We found a big one. We have found whatever Beth said she found, and I've come across some scratches on a tree. Look like they've been climbing up the tree with them with his claws.
Why would he
We
have
took
to
pictures of all
climb
that.
when he can fly?
Well, didn't you see the picture? His wings are full of holes. He can't do a whole lot of flying, apparently.
I don't know, Beth. It's just I don't know. It's a made
It's
up.
okay, Mary. Keep going, Mary. You're doing good. I'm going to run down and grab something to snack on real quick.
All right. Okay. So we done all that. We took pictures. We took pictures of the ground and where we thought he'd been standing at, footprints. And now we're going back because Sheriff's got some food going. What you got going for us, Sheriff? What'd you cook for us?
He just refusing to talk.
Sheriff. Hello.
I think he fell asleep.
Well, Sheriff cooked some food for us. I'll say that.
Probably ribs.
Ribs or chicken or something.
It sounds good.
I get the feeling Sheriff's not really into storytelling.
We went back and we told everybody what we showed them the pictures that we took and all that. So we have a starting point.
One bite. Take a bite.
I'm fixing to eat pizza here in a few minutes.
Those are actually good.
Well, Derek, I suppose we could put a strap on Mothman then.
Yeah, that would fix the issue.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done eating, and it's about 6:30 in the evening time. It's time for us to head out.
And I just get done completing the giant moth zapper.
We've hung out by our what we call it, our not our homestead, but our
Yeah.
Campsite.
campsite. Yeah.
Well, they say moths are attracted to light, so we could string a big net and put a light.
There's an idea. We need a big light. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one in my rucksack. I was
All
thinking ahead.
All right, Boomer, get that set up. After he gets that set up, we'll head out.
And then
Okay, do
Mary
you
could
want a
dress up
ground
as a
trap? Do we want it to be a ground trap that snatches them up, or do we want it to fall on them from above to pin them to the ground?
Whichever.
However you want to do it, Boomer, whatever's best.
All right, we'll get the one that I'll set up the one that snatches them up.
I mean, we have to consider there's more than one out there. So
Oh shit!
Well, we
All
don't
right.
know that there's more than one, but we may find out, huh?
I'll set up 3 of them. Maybe
All
I'll
right.
set up some bungee traps too.
Just
All
make
right.
sure we're gonna have to be careful we don't get caught in them.
I'll mark them with UV spray so that you guys can see them through the goggles I'll hand out.
he's gonna light it up so much it's gonna look like daylight around our campsite.
With those goggles, we'll look like Mothman.
You'll be able to see it from space. You'll be able to see it from space with satellite, like the Christmas movie
Oh,
where
goodness.
where he's trying to get his house seen from space.
As you catch a Mothman, you blind him.
Anyway, I'm just joking. All right, we got all that taken care of. Boomer's got the lights up.
I'm gonna bait the traps with some raw meat.
We had to put our shades on just to look around. It's so bright. Okay, we're off into the woods we go. We're going to split up. Sheriff and Boomer's going one way, we're going the other. So.
You know it's not a good idea to split up with me because I take off and leave you alone.
I know she's the wanderer. She likes to wander around. She's going to get herself good.
Bright light, squirrel.
Right.
Keep away from a runaround, Beth.
All right, we're going to go take Boomer and show him where we was at before. So we're going to show him there, and we're going to start from there, and we're going to work our way around. So, okay, we got to where the moth was, the cocoon was, and the cocoon's no longer there. It is opened up. So we know he's on the move. He or she.
Oh, Christy has the sun that will drown.
Okay, somebody else's turn now.
Do we need to know how you got that scent?
What's our next plan of action there, Sheriff?
All right, somebody's next. I can't do all the talking.
And my cat just caught a mouse.
What was that?
I think Sheriff is went to sleep.
Yeah, I think I'll do.
All right, it's up to y'all. What's next? What are we doing now?
Well, I hear something rustling around in the brush behind us. So I whirl around with my big mag light, point my shotgun in that direction, looking for some glowing eyes or something. I see these bushes rustling, moving, something rustling behind the bushes. So I'm going to sneak up on it and try to see if I can see what it is. And I get there.
Hang on, I'll be right back because I have a little mess to clean up.
Okay. And just as I'm about to pull the trigger, I notice it's Sheriff rolling around in the brush having a nightmare because he done fell asleep in the bushes.
He went. He went after to go to the bathroom, fell asleep while he was doing the deed.
So I'll just grab him by the legs, drag his ass back to the RV, and set him up in
the bed.
Tent. So he can sleep it off. Hopefully the Mothman don't attack him and have him for supper.
Right.
We could use them for bait.
Yeah, there you go. I was thinking raw meat for bait, but hey, something live might work just as good. They do like their prey live, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what we could do. Yeah. All right, I'll sit guard on the tent, hiding out with a trap nearby, using Sheriff as bait. See if we catch that Mothman coming to eat Sheriff.
I hear something rustling. I hear something. I don't know what it is. It's flying or something. Don't you guys hear that?
Mm-hmm.
What does it sound like?
Can you use your animal communication to find out what it is?
Happy Misty.
What? I'm thinking, I'm looking around. And I think Beth is attracted to bear.
A bear. Oh, Lord.
Well, depending on the type of bear, they can be just as dangerous as the Mothman anyway.
Right? What kind of bears they got there?
Black
West
bears?
Virginia's got black bear.
Yeah, predominantly black bear.
I don't
They've
think
got
they have
cougars.
grizzlies. Yeah, they do have cougars there. Mountain lions.
Wild boars. Killer tree frogs.
Tampons for bait. That'll draw just about every wildlife out there.
Uh-huh. Including the killer mosquitoes.
Right? Well, hopefully the giant bug zapper will take care of most of those mosquitoes.
Yeah, and the killer hornets.
Right?
Oh, Bear walks over to Mary and starts sniffing around her.
And I'm just standing still. I'm not moving a muscle.
We send it away.
Figure out a way to get it away from me.
I send it away on its way. Tell it to go look for Sheriff. Hey, Black Dragon.
Hi, Black Dragon. Welcome back to my channel.
Hey, Black Dragon.
Okay. Did y'all get the bear away from me yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we said looking for Sheriff.
Okay. Good. Sheriff is just up in the tent.
On the bear's way to sniff out Sheriff, he hits one of my traps and gets strung up in the net. So I gotta decide, we're gonna cut him down and let him loose, or is he gonna be our next meal? I'll cut him down and let him loose. Why not? His mama's probably worried about him. So I released the bear and let him go.
Okay, we're off tramping into more.
We're looking for bigger fish. The Mothman.
Yeah. Here we go. Got our lights in our hands, flashlights, and whatever we got. Cameras and weapons.
Does anybody know if before he went to sleep, did Sheriff set up any of his cameras around the RV or anything?
Yeah, I bet he set them all up. He set all the equipment up. He's the tech guy.
Yeah.
You're the
Must be nice to be the tech guy. You just set your shit up and go to bed. That's leave all the hard work for us, We got to hunt them down and capture them.
We hear one of the snares go, oh, he says, I left and went to get ice cream. He said, I left to get ice cream, he said.
Left and went to go get us. Well, I didn't even see him sneak out of the tent.
I ain't either. That
must have been when I was busy with letting the bear loose. He must have snuck out while I was releasing the bear. That's what happened.
Okay.
Did you get enough for everybody?
Yeah. Got share. Hi, Jesse. Welcome back.
Guys?
All right. Well,
he really did go get ice cream.
I knew that's what he meant.
Hi, Mystic.
Hi, Jesse. Hi, Mystic.
Hey, Christina, what's up, sis?
We're just making up stories. And this one tonight is way off from the usual ones we do. This one's kind of on the poor side. We're winging it. Well, we always wing it, but this one's really wing style.
Yeah, we're venturing into areas we are not familiar with. I mean, we had to look up the Mothman.
Yeah.
Next time we need to do hi Spitfire. Next time we need to do research and pick a topic.
Hi, Spitfire.
Yeah. Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, the elusive bacon beast.
I'm seeking.
We're hunting for Mothman, Jesse.
Ooh, Mystic, I'm sorry.
Oh, so near that. Do you feel well enough to help us go hunt down Mothman?
I'm back. Hey, Jesse. Hey, David. Hey, Christina. Hey, Buck Dragon. It wasn't only a mouse the cat caught. It was a bunny rabbit, too.
Oh no.
Yeah, the mouse doesn't bother me that much, but the bunny does. Bless you.
Did you just say the
There you
bunny died?
Yeah, the rabbit died.
Oh,
What are we talking about, rabbits?
that could be taken multiple ways, Beth.
I know.
I baited some of our traps with some rabbits.
We're
Oh,
doing
no.
made up stories, Mystic, and you want to go hunting with us? This is audience participation, so y'all can add scenarios to it. Hi, Granny.
Hi, Granny.
Granny. See, y'all
Hi,
get
Granny.
like 10 seconds before I do. Hi, Granny. 10 seconds later.
Yeah, I think we need to get the audience involved some more.
I told them they could get involved. If they could have their scenario.
Who wants the link to come up? It's easier that way.
Yep, you can come up if you want to.
We just aren't going to put it in chat.
Yeah, I won't be putting it in chat no more. Had a little issue the last time, but I'm not going to discuss it, but I'm not putting it in chat no more.
Ex Medusa.
I will be right back.
David. We're okay, Granny. I just started late tonight. Sorry.
So, where are we at after our little ice cream break? Sheriff went off and got ice cream for everybody. And
wow. I went to clean up animal guts and you're having an ice cream break? That's not fair.
Traps are baited with little rabbits. Rabbits, raw meat, and other things.
Oh, Black Dragon. Spitfire's name is David. That's why I said, hey, David. If that makes it any easier.
All
right. So you guys are still off in the woods, away from campsite.
Yep. Y'all threw the ice cream to us.
And I'm still hunkered down somewhere in some camouflage cover and watching the traps, see if anything comes toward them. And I hear this gust of wind over my head. Sounds like giant wings flying by.
And we're hearing it off in the distance, and we're worried about you. So we come running back to see what's going on.
And he just nearly misses the giant bug zapper. He's smarter than we thought he was, I guess. And he lunges down to one of the rabbits that are snared near one of the traps. And as he goes to snatch up the rabbit on the snare, it triggers the trap, and the giant net comes up and tangles the creature and the rabbit in the net, and they're hanging from a big oak limb, trapped in the net. It's a very strong net too. It's got metal wiring meshed in with the rope, so there's no snapping it.
Oh my God, a mouse just flew in front of me.
That's probably one of his offsprings. Better be careful.
Yeah, right?
It's one of his lookouts.
They're chasing us.
Trying to win.
We have not had any moths in this house this year until right then.
Well,
What
lucky
are we
you.
doing? What have you conjured up?
We thought you meant the woods. We thought you was still in. Anyway, we got one chasing us. We're going to bring it back to camp with us if it'll follow us that far, so we can snare it. Here we go. Trump.
So we got one trapped and one following you.
Yep.
And one on my laptop. He's going
You
after
gotta get him to the ground. You got to somehow lure him to the ground in order for the traps to work.
Well, we got bait out. That lures them in.
So
They're
run toward the bait.
Up.
Is that what you're gonna do? Run toward the bait,
Yep.
and hopefully it takes his attention off you.
Yep. That's what you tell me to do over the.
So I see y'all running through the woods toward the campsite with this huge creature flying behind you, chasing you, and
Yeah, gotta
I'll
get
see
to the
him get it.
fire.
he yell at y'all to hit the deck. And as you guys go to the ground, his attention is on one of the other tasty morsels that is set near one of the traps, and he goes for it and ends up getting trapped in a underground punji trap.
Hey, Murder Alien.
Said at the same time, hi,
So
Alien.
Yeah.
we got one in a pit, trapped in a pit, and another trapped in a net. How many more of these damn things are there?
I don't know, but we've got the mama, so the babies will follow.
So we must have Mama and Papa.
Yep.
So we got the big ones out of the way.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Now
According to the statue, they have no sexual organs. So how do they?
How do they
how do
keep
they
going?
make babies?
Maybe
I mean,
the
don't say that.
sculptor was a really bad sculptor and got a piece.
Oh God.
Actually, I think moths mate like fish do. Like the female lays the egg, and then the male moth goes and fertilizes them. I think that's how it's done, ain't it?
Oh Lord, you almost choked me. I knew you was gonna say that, and I just took a
Like
drink.
dots and flies.
I almost spit tea.
It totally retracts.
Let me read. Let me read a little something on moths. How do moths mate?
Misty's creeping up on you.
Mating. The male and female moths attach together at their abdomens. Oh, okay. With the male using his claspers, which are short hand-like appendages on his anus,
That's why
to
we didn't see
hold
him.
on to the female. This way, they can continue to mate even if they have to move to another tree branch to escape a predator. That's
They universal.
well. I didn't see any hand-like things on his anus. Oh wait, that's a frontal view. That's why
Yeah,
you can't see his anus on the statue. All right, so we got Mama and Papa trapped, and we're waiting to see just how many babies there are coming after them.
So moths are into anal. Okay.
The mother's sending out war call. She's making noises.
War cries.
Yeah.
This one is gone south right from the get-go.
We don't know
So
how
all
many
of a sudden,
out
all of a sudden, it seems as though the moon and all the stars just suddenly went out all at once. This big giant black mass covers the sky, blocking out any kind of light from the moon and stars. Now I'm like, oh fuck. Here they come.
moth porn. Black Dragon says
Didn't
moth.
see what I said, so I'm
Sure, why not?
good if he hasn't seen.
It's our story we're making up.
Say hi, Christina.
Mothman porn.
Yeah, mom porn. All right, so we got all these little yearling moth men's persons, whatever, coming at us, and we just don't have enough nets to catch them all. They're too small still to get trapped in the net. The net holes are too large to keep them all in. So what do? Just start blasting at them?
The bug zapper done got two of them. The mama's going
All right.
crazy. The mama's going crazy. She's mad now.
Uh-oh.
We done killed her babies.
We have an angry moth mama.
Good thing I thought to bring my tranquilizer gun, so I tranquilized mom and dad moths while they're trapped in the nets. That'll keep them from calling more babies. And it'll keep them from trying to escape. So we got them tranquilized. All right. So what you got? You guys think maybe we should get our photo opportunities in while we have the chance?
Yeah.
And
Probably. And before something major happens.
Well, now that we got them, what are we going to do with them? We going to let them free or?
Pictures, video.
well, I think Susan can communicate with them, right, and explain to them, that we're not here to harm them, or anything like that. We're just making precautions to protect ourselves. And if they were willing to leave mankind alone, we'd be willing to release them.
Yep. There you go.
How do we explain to them the two that we zapped?
They were dumb enough to go into the light.
Right?
Not our fault they went into the light, literally.
True Spitfire, for all we know, there could be more. A whole family unit.
Right. Well, that's why they're tranquilized, to keep them from calling anymore.
Okay, I communicate with them and ask them to pose for some pictures. and promise them that we will not bother them again.
Yeah, I can just see that Mothman, that sexy pose,
Uh,
wrapping one wing around in front.
Hey, and if they're really good, we just might share some of Crack Baby's ice cream with them.
uh-huh.
Grandma and Grandpa are too blind. They have dementia. It don't matter.
Yeah, that or they found Sheriff's moonshine.
Yeah, they're off drunk somewhere.
Right.
That explains the scratches down the tree. They done flew into the tree and slid on down.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got into some of the actual watermelon hunks.
So, are we gonna pack up camp?
All right, we're packing camp
Did
up.
they say? Did they confirm that if we let them loose, they won't bother us?
Yeah.
And we'll give the babies that ran into the light a proper burial as well. How about that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
How do they do their burial? How we have to do it traditional for them.
Uh-oh.
We'll take the remains that aren't already charred up from
I was
from
gonna
hitting
say they've
the
already
thing.
gone into the light.
We'll build a nice little Indian style like burning thing or whatever they call it.
Pyre?
They don't eat their.
Place them up on top of there and just light a fire and
Funeral pyre.
yeah,
That's what
ceremonial burial fire.
It's called a funeral pyre.
Yeah.
All right, we can do that. You guys got the fire going and everything.
Yeah, we'll even pray to the moth gods.
All right, anybody want to say a prayer for the moth people? Go ahead.
I don't speak moth, but
Misty
I
does. Misty talks moth.
Just a second, guys.
It sounds like a dog.
Let's let the dog do the prayer. He speaks moth, apparently.
Y'all cracking me up. This got to be the saddest story we've done yet.
Sad for them. I'm quite pleased.
Hey, we got evidence.
I mean, have you ever seen the way moths eat their meals?
No.
Just like flies, they do the same way. What they do is they regurgitate this acid-like content onto there, and as it dissolves, they just suck it up like a straw.
Yep.
They got these like straw-like things that come out of their little mouths, and they just suck it up.
Hmm. That is okay, and y'all won't hold it against you because oh, wait, my
Well, Christina, that sounded like an invitation.
In other words, Black Dragon's inviting Christina to climb on in.
Yep. Even though she's happily married, I guess it doesn't matter.
She can be friends, climbing in the window.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm dropping everybody off at home.
I think a friend would come in through the front door.
I'm going to drop Boomer off now. Drop Boomer off. I've turned in the RV. Okay, we're done with that story. We all survived it. We got pictures to prove it.
And we're going to post them on YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
And Twitter. And Instagram. Who's going to TikTok them? Oh, that's what we should have done. We should have did TikTok with the moth people.
TikTok with moth people.
Damn, I didn't think of that.
Maybe next time. We'll have to shut off our phones because we have like National Geographic
now. We made them our friends now, so we should be able to go back and visit anytime. We'll do a TikTok then, okay?
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
No apologies. No apologies necessary.
Wow, Boomer was really sweet right then.
It was a fig Newton of your Manger Nation.
That was a lapsed character.
Yeah, I'm not touching that one, Black Dragon.
I don't know. The stalkers I have, I think I'd rather them touch my bacon than me. Bacon, leave me the fuck alone. Here's some bacon.
All right, so what are we going to do now? What y'all want to do now? Let's,
I want to find out about Christina's dream walking.
I got about an hour. Then I want to get to bed. I got to be at Mom's at 7. Because she's got to go to Ithaca, and I got to do something before she goes.
Oh, she's a dream walker. She visits people in her dreams.
Yeah.
Do you feel like doing spirit box or anything?
That's what I was just fixing to say. I don't do spirit box.
Or tell
We'll do it and then
experiences or whatever?
do what?
Let people tell like one of their paranormal experiences or whatever.
Oh.
Y'all can tell your paranormal experiences. You want to? Go ahead.
No, I'm just coming up with ideas.
I agree with that. That's fine. I told mine. I think everybody knows mine. These ways I think they do.
Did I tell you about the time that I faced this demonic like entity we call Red Eyes?
No.
Not really.
Not really, no. You don't want to talk.
Well, the first time I ever went to investigate something, and last, as a matter of fact, like real investigate something specific, was at my cousin's house. Well, my little cousin, my cousin's daughter's house, or apartment rather, back in 2015. She calls me up and says they're having issues with something at their apartment. Even though they were about to move out of it, they wanted me to go down and see what was going on. They had my other cousin, who's Native American, come down and do some witchy woo-woo shit that didn't work, apparently. So how it started was her daughter started coming to her about this thing she kept seeing, this dark cloaked image uh, that had red eyes and like gnarly teeth and shit. And on top of that, she was reporting that kept seeing a friend of the family's who recently passed at the time, about a year before that. She started saying she saw him, but after I got there and was investigating, I questioned her, and it turns out that anytime they saw this friend, the other entity wasn't anywhere around, apparently. And when they saw the other entity, the friend wasn't around. So I basically deduced that this entity was portraying itself as this friend who had passed to gain the child's trust. And after she started talking about it, then the other kids, her brothers and sister, started saying that they started seeing them as well. So they called me up, tell me to come down and check it out and everything. So I was down there for about a week. This was during Thanksgiving of 2015. And so I went down there to check it out. And as soon as I got there, I immediately felt this very, very dark this darkness, like it was very heavy, a heavy darkness there. And as soon as I started, like displaying my gifts and stuff, like it immediately started to try to go into hiding. I tried to contact it. It didn't respond, so therefore I knew it was trying to evade me. So I knew it was a negative entity, because if it wasn't a negative entity, they would have been open to me contacting them. What it didn't realize was, being an empath, I could still sense its presence, even though he tried to hide, and mask himself. It wasn't easy for him to do that. So after about 3 days of being there, I witnessed, and this is the stuff that I had captured on audio and video on that disc that got corrupted. It was on a SD card from my phone, which got corrupted, so I lost most of the evidence. I have just a few audio recordings and 2 video recordings, but don't show the proof that the other stuff did, which was the radio in the kitchen turning on and off on its own. And it was one of those old radios that has the dial to turn it on and off and stuff like that. So that started, that's the first thing I witnessed, was that going on and off. And during the interviews with the kids, asking them, like, what do you see? Where does it go? And stuff like that. I heard like wicked whispers in my ear and stuff like that. But the worst part was 2 days before I left, this entity decided to attack me psychologically, try to get into my head, try to do an impression onto me, and wanted me to do all these things to this family, my family, that he needed, he needed a vessel to complete his deeds, because, he couldn't do it without a body. He needed a body to do this. So the first thing he tried to do was oppress my mind. And the first step was to make me relive. At the time, I think, what was I, 47, 48 at the time? So for like 47 or 48 years worth of the most terrible moments of my life, he literally made me relive in my mind as if I was there experiencing it. You know, like the first thing was going to my grandfather's funeral, which was the first funeral I ever went to. I was about 7 or 8, somewhere around there, maybe 9. And I'm at the kitchen table and I'm looking into the living room, but I'm looking out there. I'm not seeing the living room. As I'm looking out, I'm actually seeing the aisle we had to walk down with the casket at the end. Walking up to the casket, I can feel my mother on my side, and I'm talking to her, and I see myself look up at my mom and say, "Mom, can I give him a kiss?" You know, I wanted to give him a kiss goodbye. I'm a kid. I don't, you know, so, and I could actually feel like the linen lining of the casket as I grab on it. I can feel it, like, and I'm pulling myself up, bending over, and give him a kiss on the forehead, and I could actually feel that like rock coldness on my lips as I'm doing this. Like it's like I'm reliving it all over. And that was the first thing. And then like everything I ever experienced in my life, you know, being beaten, being molested, and all that. Like I was reliving it as if I was there, you know. And that was about 30 to 45-minute process until I finally just like with all my will shook it off and got them away from me and started screaming and yelling for the kids to go into their parents' room because they were sleeping on the couch out in the living room. And the daughter, you know, woke up and turned around and looked at me, and I saw this look in her face like that I've never seen in a child's face before. Like it was almost like she was blank, like there was nothing there, you know, like her eyes were just like crazy, you know. And so after a while, after about 5 or 10 minutes of me screaming at her to go into her parents' room, because I didn't know if this thing was going to come back at me again and succeed this time. And I didn't know what would happen if he did. So I'm making sure the kids are somewhere where they're safe. Well, the 2 boys that were sleeping on the couch didn't wake up at all. But her mother came out of the room and, you know, took her into the bedroom with her father. And she sat there at the table with me while I'm trying to explain to her what happened. So that was the worst part of it. And then, like, after that incident, and I think it realized it was kind of beaten at that point, but he didn't feel he hadn't totally lost control yet. But he knew the 2 strongest entities there were myself and my little cousin, you know, and he knew he couldn't, you know, beat us both. So he kind of, for the lack of a better term, went into hiding again, which gave me the time to re-energize and get my, you know, gusto back and things and clear my head and recompose. That was his first mistake, thank God. But after that, the next day was Thanksgiving. And so they were out at another friend's apartment celebrating Thanksgiving, and I was at the house. And that whole day, like it was almost like you could still feel the heaviness and stuff, but nothing substantial was happening. And then the day after Thanksgiving, things kind of started boiling up again between my cousin and her husband and stuff like that. The arguing started again. People were getting mean toward each other, which is what is the result of what he was trying to accomplish. He was trying to cause chaos within the household so that he could like get in like permanently. Conversations the little one would have with him, she tells us he was trying to tell her this is his house. He's staying here, blah, 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 blah. And she says, well, we're moving, blah, blah, blah. And he says, well, you can't move. She says, we have to, we can't stay. And I have a little bit of that still on a recording downloaded on my app where I set my phone out on audio recorder outside the bathroom door where she was playing in the bathroom talking to this thing and explaining to her well, we can't, blah, blah, blah. No, you're not allowed to, things like that. Like she was having a two-way conversation with something there. But it got interrupted by her father and her brother because her father had to come in and clean up her brother in the bathroom. So that got interrupted. And then after that, the next day, one of their other neighbors, this guy, I swear to God, is the most negative person I ever met. Like he was like a royal freaking like no good scumbag type character. Okay. And so he comes down and he's there for about half hour, 45 minutes, right? Being his jackass self, cocking, all the time, like, trying to be Mr. Big and Bad and stuff, throwing his weight around, whatever. So it was when he left, me and my little cousin, we look each other like we both instantly noticed it right at the exact same time. As soon as he left and went out the door, this like the whole apartment filled with like this light feeling, like the darkness was gone. It was over with. Like this thing left with this dude. He attached himself to this guy, thinking he'd be an easier mark, I guess, at that time, we didn't realize it. That's exactly what happened. It wasn't until, hey, Brother Danny, it wasn't until I had came back home because I left that next day.
Hi, Danny.
After it all got light and I figured everything was okay again. I come back home and I get a call from my I call her my niece, but she's my second cousin, really. So I get a call from my niece and telling me, hey, did you hear what happened? And I was like, no. And this was like 4 or 5 days after. What happened is the dude just totally freaked out and like barricaded his family inside the apartment. And they had the cops there. The cops had to bust in and take him down and stuff like that. Well, he gets hemmed up for unlawful imprisonment, kidnapping, and because there was minors involved, little children, as a matter of fact, and there was paraphernalia all through the apartment. So he got hemmed up for all that. Whereas, this guy has lived for years without, eluding police with his, dealings and stuff like that. Like never really got caught doing anything until after this, which pretty much cinched it that, hey, it's obvious now that our suspicions were correct on the fact that this dark entity that was trying to take over this one family moved on to this guy, and because his extreme negativity had attracted it, and so he decides to leave with it, and that's what happens. It worked. Whatever its intentions were, worked to a certain extent because this guy he's been in trouble with the law, but not at a level like this. Like, because this guy for no reason just started going berserk, like barricading his family inside the apartment and saying he'd kill him if anybody came in and stuff like that. Like, as big of an asshole as this guy was, that was a little bit out of his character, to do that to his own family. So that's what we thought. That's what we think had happened is this thing that was trying to attack my family, that family, just moved on to him, because it's too coincidental. I don't believe in coincidences. It was just way too coincidental that this occurred less than a week after, this whole thing went down. And they never reported anything. Like as soon as I left, like every day I'd be like, hey, how's things going? Oh yeah, it feels great now. And they were moving out anyway. They were all packed up and getting ready to move out. So they moved out a week later, a week or two later anyway. But I kept in touch with them to make sure, like, hey, how's it feel now? Oh, it feels good. We're getting along better. The kids are sleeping better and stuff like that, And it was about a day or two after the last report of things doing good for them is when she calls me back and tells me, hey, so and so just got hemmed up the other day because he went crazy and held his family hostage. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah. And I was like, wait, has he never done anything like that? No, this is like, it was crazy. And I was like, well, our suspicions were correct then. Whatever this was, moved on to this other guy. And that was the first time and last time I ever did an actual in-home investigation for anybody like that. Aside from the time I went to New Jersey to Mother Trucker's house and did that little thing there, I don't consider that a big investigation anyway, because I pretty much knew what was going on there anyway, and it was all kosher there. But this was probably one of the most terrifying experiences I've ever experienced when it came to paranormal. And that's from a guy who was bit by an invisible dog. But yeah, so that's my story. I've got witnesses to that one.
I want to say hello to Amned Paranormal. Thank you for being here. I also want to say hello to Tammy. She's hit since you've been telling your story. Exploring the Unknown. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm glad to see everybody here. Hi, Danny. Danny, do you want a link? I'll send you one. If anybody wants a link, you can come up and tell your story if you want to.
Yeah, anybody else got a story?
Beth, what was your first paranormal experience? You want to tell it?
First? Oh.
Yeah. First, middle, whatever, whichever story you want to tell.
First, worst, best.
All right, hang on. I'll send you the link. Just it's coming your way here in just a second.
I think the one that kind of caught me off guard was when Renee, which is a teenage girl that's here at my house, it struck up a conversation with me. And we just had a conversation, and after the conversation, it dawned on me, hey, I'm talking to a spirit. While it was going on, it just didn't dawn on me. It was like so natural.
Well, it was meant to be. I mean, she's there at your house, and
Yeah.
it's just meant to be.
I'm the only one she'll talk to, though.
Amned, would you like a link to come up and tell a story if you want to? We did a story time before Boomer was telling a story that actually happened. We're telling our paranormal stories now that actually has happened. Hi, Danny.
Hey, how you going? Hey, brother.
We're here.
Hi, Danny.
Hello.
Danny, I know you got plenty of paranormal stories, but you want to tell one?
I got 3 filing cabinets full of paranormal stories. Huh.
Pick a good one and tell us all about it.
Pick a good one and tell us all about it. Okay. Shit.
No, we don't want to hear one about your most amazing shit, okay? Keep it paranormal.
Damn it all.
That was his best one.
There was this one case that happened. I'm not going to tell you where or anything because that's really nothing to do with it, really. But friends of mine were working on this case down in the States. It was back in, I guess, 79, 80, something like that. Anyway, so they called me up and they say, "Hey, we need some help down here if you wouldn't mind coming and checking it out." And I said, "Well, no, I don't want to go down there." And but of course, then they told me that there were 3 kids in the house that were being affected too. So I said, "Okay, fine. In that case, top of the priority, you know." So head down there, and when I get there, as soon as I walk in the door, I open up the door, and it has one of those windows. It's a white door, and it's got like that white design in the middle of the glass, and then there was like this horse with this going over a fence. Anyway, I go to open up this door, and as I turn the handle and start to open, the glass on the door gets ice crystals all over the glass.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, okay, this is not a good thing. So the 2 people that I was supposed to help, they come running over. "Oh, Danny, thank you. I'm glad you're here." And I said, "So what's going on in this place?" So anyway, it turns out the youngest boy was in his bed, and like I guess things happened over a long period of time, and kept getting worse and worse and worse as time was going on. Well, this one boy, the younger boy, I guess he was about 6, got literally picked up out of his bed, slammed into the wall, and was pushed up the wall, and just hanging there screaming. And his father ran in, and his mother ran in, and they couldn't get him off the wall. Like they were trying to get him up. Finally, whatever was holding him there, I guess the energy ran out or whatever. But finally, they got the kid down, and they all left the house, obviously, for, I don't know, a week or 2, whatever. But they've been living in this house for 4 or 5 years. Everything they owned was tied into this house. They couldn't really go anywhere else. And the money ran out to go, so they ended up having to go back home. When they got back home, the mother got pushed down from the top of the stairs, and she broke her back. So she ended up going to the hospital. So the grandmother came to babysit the kids because the father still had to work, right? So while the grandmother was working, she's sitting, well, not working, but, watching over the kids. And I guess she was doing some knitting, and she had those, those long gray knitting needles or whatever they are. Well, she had another 2 stuck into a ball inside this bag with all this wool in it. Well, the 2 needles came up out of the bag, and there was pictures of these. I seen the pictures. These needles came up out of the bag. They went horizontal and flew at her, and one went through her bicep, and the other one went through her shoulder. Right.
Oh, wow.
So obviously, again, they all ran. Now the grandmother's in the hospital with the mother. So now the father is staying at his friend's place with his kids in a pup tent because they don't want to go back to the house, right?
I wouldn't either.
Which is all fine and good, right? Until the 3rd night they were there, they were sleeping. All of them were sleeping. The 3 kids had their little blow up air mattresses and that, and they're sleeping in this tent. Father sleeping beside them. The tent, the pegs, like the 6 or 8 pegs that go around the outside of the tent, holding the bottom of the tent down, all got pulled out of the ground. And the tent, like if you have a parachute, and you take all the lines and you got that big balloon, the tent was dragged out into the middle of the street Okay,
Oh, wow.
cars coming left, right, and center, and it was, thank God it was a bright freaking tent. And they're fighting like hell trying to get out of this tent that's been dragged from the yard through a wooden picket fence. Okay, the fence was knocked down, through the fence into the middle of the street.
Wow.
Right? Which at this point they realize no matter where they go, whatever is attacking them is going to come after them anyway. Right?
Yep.
So that's when they ended up going back home. And then that's when my friends, the people I used to work with, the group I used to work, they got involved at that point. And then it wasn't long after that that they called me to come down to see, if I could do anything, right? Well, anyway, make a long story short, it was basically a mimic demon that was staying in their house. And one of the things that it was doing, it would pretend to be somebody else. Like it would pretend to be one of the kids or one of the mother or the father. And it would, like the little girl was tricked to go out on the balcony, and the father was it the father? Might have been an uncle. I don't know. I can't remember. So long ago. But the kid was about to jump off the balcony when one of the adults grabbed the kid. I said, "What are you doing?" And when the kid turned around and seen this person, started screaming and freaking out. And they found out 2 hours later, the reason the kid was freaking out so bad is because that's the person who just said, "Let's jump."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So anyway, then we did what we had to do. We got rid of it eventually, but that was a pretty rough case. Yeah.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, a YouTuber, a big YouTuber, you guys might know who I'm talking about after I say this. He was having that problem in his house recently because his fiance thought that she seen him or one of the kids, I think, in the living room.
Who was having this problem?
Omar and Tiffany.
Oh, okay.
They've been and I think he thought he seen somebody standing in the kitchen, and it wasn't them. They were outside. So it was like like they have a mimic there too somewhere.
Yeah. Like a lot of people mistake mimics for doppelgangers.
Yeah.
Two totally different entities altogether. A doppelganger, in my experience, okay, this is not written in stone. It's my opinion. A doppelganger is an angry human spirit who gets really pissed off because he had a bad life and he had sometimes they had a cheating wife and dishonorable kids and all this shit. So, but they're attached to that house. So when like 6 or 7 people can live in that house, nothing ever happens. Well, then finally one family comes into the house and their loving family and their close-knit family, it pisses this thing off, right?
Yeah.
This human spirit gets really pissed. So he starts to pretend to be different family members to cause rifts and arguments and fights in the family because he likes that better,
Yeah.
Kind of like Red Eyes.
Yeah, it's exactly.
The main goal is to cause havoc within the family.
Yeah, it'd be the same thing. Same thing.
Well, they think it's a doppelganger too. That's what they thought it was, doppelganger.
Yeah, and I would say, yeah, a mimic is more of a demon class. Like the one that was affecting this family was demon class. And I guess the major difference between it is the strength of what it could do, right? Like there was a lot of different things that happened. I can't remember who it was, but one of the people that was working with us, he saw the mirror and he wanted to go to bless the mirror, right? So he was going to, because he felt that the mirror was a portal. So he went just normally to bless it, but his arm wouldn't stop moving. and it went right through the mirror, and he ended up having to be rushed to the hospital because he cut 2 veins. Like his arm was all cut up like crazy. But his arm went through the mirror and then it started shaking up and down like this. So he had to be rushed to the hospital, right? So this guy was gone to the hospital, and the worst part about it was when we went back, it didn't even look like the mirror had a scratch on it. And to this day, like, I'm sitting, I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm looking at the edges of the mirror and the sides of the mirror and wondering if we could have been having an illusion placed on us, and his mirror was actually going up the edge on the outside of the mirror, not actually on the mirror, But again, I'll never know for certain if his hand actually went through the mirror and started to look like his whole arm was having a seizure, or if we saw his arm go through the mirror and it really didn't. It was actually along the side, because the sides of the mirror it was like a star thing, and it had like little points going all the way down and around the mirror, and there was a lot of blood around the outside of the mirror, but the glass wasn't broken. So, we never did figure out, and I guess we really didn't think it was important to know the difference, right? What was important was to close the damn portal, so we closed the portal. But it was just one of those little things, loose ends. Like when you work a lot of cases, you always end up with these stupid little loose ends that you'll never have the answer for, because the mirror's long gone. The house is long gone. There's no way to reinvestigate it, So you're always going to have like little loose ends, because when the shit's going on, you got to prioritize, okay, what's the important thing to deal with here? And in this case, it was close the portal. But like I say, the mirror was not broken, and it would have to be a class 7 demon to replace the mirror. You know what I mean? Like it would have to be, and the demon we got rid of was no class 7. I mean, he was still a tough bastard, but he wasn't no class 7 demon. He couldn't have replaced the mirror. You know what I mean? But he was strong enough to give you visions in your head and give you illusions and change your perspective of what was actually happening, And I think really what happened was the guy went like this around the outside of the mirror, and his arm was going nuts all around the frame itself of the mirror. Because the frame itself was like, there was blood all over the frame, there was blood on the floor, but the mirror wasn't broken. So that's the only piece of that whole investigation I never did get, for me, a satisfactory answer. Yeah, that was the only piece of that whole. Everything else, I felt satisfied with the results. I felt satisfied with how everything ended. The family, by the way, ended up doing good. The kids eventually, they all had to go to therapy and stuff. But the kids eventually stopped having nightmares and stopped having all the horrible things that was going on, which is really the only thing that matters, right? But yeah, there were a few pieces of that investigation that I'll never know the answer to.
I know you had a bunch of them, Robbie. You've told me a few of them before, so.
Yeah, there's quite a few. I got quite a few. You've been doing it. You do this long enough, you end up with a few stories.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I will say that. Yeah. I don't. I've told mine before. I haven't had any recently.
All I got to say is I'm glad this thing left on its own with this other dude, because I had no idea how to go about getting rid of this freaking entity. I mean, like I said, my cousin went down there, who's a Native American, did a Native American ritual, but it was ill effective. So if that didn't work, what the fuck can I do? You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad it decided to take another avenue, and it didn't like. Yeah, it made a major disruption in the other family, but nobody got killed or anything like that, you know. So I was like, I'm glad it decided on its own because I wouldn't know how to. I would not know how to banish it or
Yeah, no,
because
yeah, that's the thing. There's so many, and that's something that people don't realize too. A lot of times, for different entities, there's different things you have to do, obviously, right? And you know, for them, they, you know, you got to remember they're like for mimics and all them type of spirits. Their existence, okay, is to mimic another existence, right?
Right.
So the only way to really confuse them and get rid of them is to change what they perceive as what it should be. So in other words, you gotta mimic them back. You know what I mean? Like you gotta change the focus from what they're seeing to look within, and that's the only way to get through that first barrier. Once you get their attention off of what they're trying to do, then you can confuse them with other stuff like and eventually they just push themselves out, right? It's kind of like for them it's kind of like a poltergeist. When a person has a poltergeist, it's all that raw energy and emotion and hatred and anger and everything else like that. Well, if they can release that and start adding peace and calm and love and forgiveness, the poltergeist dies, right? Like it goes and fades away. Well, it's the same thing with doppelgangers and mimics. If you can turn the tables and put all positive towards them, they weaken, and then you can do your ceremony to get rid of them.
I got
at least that's what I've done.
I found a picture on here that obviously is a drawing of someone else's rendition of what these things are. So it's not the one my niece drew, but I'm gonna tell you this, like without even knowing anything about this looks like very, very close, minus the teeth. In hers, she actually drew the gnarly, snaggly teeth, but this one doesn't have that. But this is pretty damn close to what she drew while I was there. And she produced another picture that she had drawn to show her mother earlier before I even got there. So there was two pictures. One she drew before I got there, and one she drew while I was there. And they both were, if you want to share this, Mary, they both look just about exactly like this. A cloaked dark figure with red eyes, but in hers she drew teeth.
Yeah.
I just found this online just now, and I'm surprised to how close in resemblance they are to what she drew herself too. And we're talking about at the time she was, I think, 5 or 6. Okay, this is a 5 or 6-year-old drawing this stuff. She didn't have access to internet and things like that, and they didn't let the kids watch horror flicks and shit like that. So how does a kid come up with something like this that is like it's almost exactly what she drew?
Yeah, and that really is a basic of what they look like. I mean, they're you can see their form because of the aura that they produce, right? Like they're just basically black, but you can, and most of them are red. Like 90% of them are red when they're in their own natural form, unless they're doppelganging or mimicking.
Right.
90% of them are just black shadow people with red eyes is what they look like, but they're glowing. Like the outside's glowing.
Hey, Cassie.
That's the. So that just confirms what she was telling you. Like that confirms, for sure, it was a doppelganger.
And the fact that this thing was portraying itself as one of their loved ones that had passed, like,
Yep, that's what they do.
would that be along the lines of a?
Yeah, that would be exactly on the line.
I mean, he wasn't like showing himself as one of the family members there. The kids would report seeing this person that they knew,
That's fine.
seeing
Yeah,
his spirit there, but only at the times Red Eyes wasn't there. And the times that Red Eyes was there, they wouldn't see this other thing. So I kind of deduced the fact that, well, this entity, what it's doing is like presenting itself as this other person to try to gain the trust of the children.
exactly, and that's what they do. That's exactly their MO. Like, they'll either. Well, actually, they don't usually start mimicking people in the house.
Right.
They've gotten the trust of a few people in the house. You see what I
Right.
mean? Unless it's a situation where you move into the place and it doesn't really give a shit about you, period, and it just starts right away with its main game, which is to conquer and divide. Right? So, but if you've been in the house for a long time and this thing comes to the house, and that's the difference right there. If it comes to your house, you're already there. It comes to your house. It has to work its way into the house. It has to be able to crawl into the house.
According to the child that communicated with this entity, when she would communicate to it, she would claim that he told her, I was here first, I've always been here, I'm going to stay here, I'm going to keep you guys here, and stuff like that. Those are the kind of things he made to her when she talked to him.
Yeah, of course.
And when I tried to connect with him, all I got was I'm ancient. You're nobody. I'm ancient. I belong here. You don't, kind of thing.
Yeah, that
And after that, there was no line of communication between me and it. He would only communicate with the oldest daughter,
yeah,
who was about 5 or 6 at the time.
that's the exact MO. That's what they do. If they can get one person to believe or to invite them to be in the house, now they're tethered to the house. Right? Now they can use their powers to do whatever they want. But it's almost like they need to be invited into the house. Not really, but they need to find a way to tether to the house itself. Right?
Right.
And that's the difference between one that comes into your space and one that's already there. The one that's already there doesn't give a shit. He's already tethered, so he can start right away being your brother or being your daughter or being your uncle, right? And causing you to see these people that aren't them, right? Because they're already tethered at that spot, right? They're already tethered there. So they can start right away by making people see you when it's not you. But the ones who aren't there, they have to get tethered first, and then that's when they start making you see your sister or see your brother, or so they're going to try to find some way to endear themselves to somebody in the house. Once that happens, they can tether to the house.
You guys really have me wondering about this house I've been asked to go to now. How it started out is the girl boyfriend that went to his family cemetery, and her 2-year-old son put his hand up in the air like he was holding someone's hand and was talking and started walking off. And of course she went and grabbed her son. Now, the same thing is happening at the house, and she's afraid that he's going to take off on her. And they live right on the edge of woods, and I mean dense, thick woods. It would be really tough to find a 2-year-old, and he's tiny too. And she overheard him calling him Daddy.
Graveyard.
And her father, I mean, his father is alive, but his grandfather isn't, and they look alike.
I don't think it'd be a grandfather doing that anyway. I think it would
No, I don't
be
either.
some other spirit trying to get,
I think they brought something home from the graveyard.
that's what it sounds like. I'll be right back.
That's what it sounds like to me too. Whatever it is trying to get the kid alone.
Well, yeah, it definitely is.
Who knows? It could be a pedophile past, or it could be anything like that. Somebody who likes children. It could be anything like that. Any spirit that was in that graveyard. Best thing to do is get it going. Cleanse the house and get to find out who the spirit is and get him to leave.
Her kids are way too trusting. I can tell you that. I know that for a fact. They'll go with her, talk to anyone.
Be scared of people, but you don't want to be so trusting that they, it could be maybe that spirit, maybe they knew that spirit or something, but I don't think it's not grandparents or anything like that. No, I wouldn't think doing that.
And most children have a pretty good instinct as to what's, evil and what isn't. Like, there's those that can, manipulate that, but for most part, like if a kid is, if you kind of catch your kids out back playing with somebody who's not there or whatever, like they wouldn't be playing with that entity if they didn't think they were safe to play with. Like we experienced that with our kids. When they were younger, my wife and I were living in my grandparents' old house for a while, and our kids were out back playing. My daughter was playing on one side of the yard, my son was playing on the other side of the yard, but they were playing with somebody else who wasn't there. And my wife and I we were looking out the back window, kind of noticing this weird phenomenon. And we called the kids in and asked them what they were doing outside. Says, "Oh, we were playing with our new friends." I'm like, "New friends? Who?" And my daughter says, "Well, the big girl didn't want to play with the boy, so the boy played with my son, and the girl played with my daughter." And we're like, okay. I mean, we didn't let on to, like, we didn't say, well, we didn't see nobody out there or anything. Like, we just let them go with what, they told us. We didn't bring it to our attention that we didn't see people playing out there or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But they, kids, they generally have a sixth sense about what's, like they'll know, all right, this spirit's here to harm me. I don't want nothing to do with it. They'll let you know that. And,
yeah, for the most part.
The good from the bad for the most part. Like they have that instinct. They wouldn't be willing to associate with something that they know could hurt them.
Right.
And it's like they have.
Do you think a 2-year-old would be able to discern that, though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because it's a natural instinct of theirs.
Because he was very willing to take off with this.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, eh? Like, the kids will know. Like, they might at first think it's a good guy and everything else, but then something will happen, and they'll say, "I don't want to play with this person no more," and they'll come to the parents, right?
Right.
Now sometimes, I've had friends since I was little that were spirits that have always been good, and so has a lot of my relatives, But yeah, sometimes, like a couple of my cousins, they start hanging out with a couple of kids, and then they realize these kids are no good, right? It didn't take long for them to figure it out. That's the thing, right? So it was easy to get rid of it after. But But you're absolutely right. They do have a very strong sense of which ones they can trust, which ones they can't. You know,
Yeah. Kind
as,
of like,
as soon as they realize it, they go running to the parents. So
right. Just like
Yeah.
most animals, primarily dogs, horses, things like that, they have this natural
yeah,
sense of who they can
Yeah,
trust and stuff like that. They know who to avoid and who not to avoid. You
Yeah.
know,
Unfortunately, this child is very slow in his speech. He says very little.
well
So he
then
would have trouble
he'd
getting
be,
stuff across.
he'd be even more attuned to it. Oh, hey, Granny. Yeah, he'd be even more attuned to it because of that. The spirits would seek him out more. So I mean, this kid's gonna
Yeah,
have a look.
he's
Here's
a
where the
twin,
problem's
and
gonna
he's
be.
younger of the twins. So,
Here's where the problem lies. Okay, the problem does not lie with the kids having spirit friends or having ghosts around, stuff like that. The problem lies in whether or not when they go to the parents they'll believe them. Right? As soon as the parents are on board, they get rid of it. Right? So it all depends. A lot of it depends on the parents more than it does the kid.
right. I mean, granted, there are those out there who will use children as a way to get in, and like I described with red eyes, but usually they have to actually become someone the child's familiar with in order to do that.
Right.
Not any spirit's going to do that. Like if this entity couldn't go to one of the children in its true form and try to convince them, because she knew the entity was bad,
Right.
but because she knew what he was telling her wasn't right.
Exactly.
So he was the first one they discovered. She came to her mother about this first, and then the person they knew who had passed, they started talking about, because he realized, I'm not getting through to this kid. I got to figure another way now. So he brings in this other person, tries to portray himself as this other person in spirit to get in good with the kids,
Right.
and make them more comfortable, because familiarity makes you comfortable. It's natural.
Right.
So he produced something that the kids were familiar with to make them comfortable with his presence. But as soon as I got there, they knew, all right, this is what he's trying to do. Okay, I'm not going to trust so and so now, because I know it's this. I know it's red eyes. They're not going to fool us anymore.
Yeah, the gig is up.
Right. But if this child is very content with knowing that this spirit that he's, interacting with, if he's comfortable with the idea that the spirit that he's interacting with isn't a bad spirit, because there's no other indication otherwise, then treat it as that for now.
Right. But
If it changes, if things start to change, like if the child's mood starts to change, if he does things out of character, things like that, then that's an indication that whatever this is manipulating the child. Then you should step in and take action.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't
traumatize the kid by saying, "Hey, that's not right. You can't talk to this." Not
Can I
because that'll traumatize the kid.
Can I intercede on that, Boomer?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
The other thing that you may want to try and find out some information on is, could that spirit potentially be a guide of some type that's there to bring that child out of himself?
Yeah, that's a possibility, and that's the thing.
That's a possibility too.
But that's what we're saying. Like, not every spirit that a child runs into is bad, and the kids usually don't. But when the kids start to change, or when the kids are saying, "Hey, I don't like this spirit no more," and stuff like that, that's time to take action.
Yeah.
Or they tell you
as soon as the child says they're being scared.
Yeah, that's time to take action.
Yeah.
Because then it's not who it says it is,
You know,
Like
it's
I've
just
always,
like,
from the
go
time
ahead.
I was a child, before I could talk, I had spirits around me.
Oh,
All right.
Do you
I
think
mean,
it'd be
sometimes
a
it
good
could be like
idea?
that scenario.
Do you think it'd be a good idea to tell the mother to tell the spirit that, that we got rules here, you know,
Oh,
She could
can't
talk
go
definitely.
to that
past this
spirit the
point,
same
that
as she would
point.
anybody else.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely have her set guidelines and stuff like that.
yeah,
Um,
just like it would be, just as if it was a human person, like
right,
this.
right.
has the
Yeah.
child said the spirit's name yet?
He's calling him daddy.
He calls him daddy.
Yeah.
Well, that
Huh.
Tommy calls.
Yeah, that doesn't really mean anything bad yet, but I mean, keep an eye on it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also another scenario. I hate using this analogy, but it's kind of like that. It's like the guy with the
Hi, Eli.
kittens in the unmarked van. All right. He
Right.
seems nice at first because he wants to give you a kitty and blah, 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 blah. And next thing you know, you're tied in the basement.
Right.
But that's very, like, that's few and far between too, because spirits, your common everyday spirit doesn't have an alter agenda. They want somebody to befriend them. They just want friends. They want people to talk to, associate with, because they don't know what else to do.
Yeah, the mother is scared. That's who's scared.
Well, then, I mean, set guidelines and like if the mother says to the spirit, you have to stay in the same room with me if you're visiting my kid.
Hey, Eli.
Simple as, Eli, that boy ain't right.
Yeah. If
Eli.
I hope
she
the dog don't bite that boy. He's going to get gas.
if she can find a way to establish a line of communication with this spirit,
Yeah.
and be able to ask questions, get answers, and things like that. She could always just say, "Hey, what's your purpose here?" I mean,
Beth, go over and do spirit box with it.
find out what his intentions are.
Yeah, go do it.
Because if they're true, if they're true to, if they're a benevolent spirit, just like I said, wanting somebody to play with, talk to, and stuff like that, they won't deceive you. They'll be straight up and honest with you with their intentions. If they say things that seem deceptive, well, then they're not as nice as they claim they are.
Let's turn on the necrophonics and call for that one.
No, that's not.
Well,
yeah, that's a point too, because you don't want him to feel like he's being ganged up on either.
Well, no, I don't. But
that could make
that way.
Yeah, because that could turn a good person into a bad person too. Those so-called intervention things.
Right.
That just makes a person uneasy, nervous, and wanting to rebel.
Yeah,
the same thing with spirits.
If one person goes there and does a spirit box and say, "Hi, I'm not, I'm here just to talk to you. I don't mean any disrespect. Right. We have concerns. As family, we have concerns, so we'd like to ask you a few questions."
Right.
They won't be offended by that, right? But you yank a spirit from a place where they're tethered to for whatever reason to come here, right?
Well, I don't want to yank them nowhere. I was just saying.
Yeah, but as soon as you turn the spirit box, you call him, focus on him, he's going to come, right?
Well,
now he's going to come from where he's comfortable to a Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah.
He's not going to be a happy camper.
Spanish Inquisition. All right, I get what you're saying.
That makes sense.
Don't do that then.
Yeah, we don't want to come off as the Gestapo,
But I was gonna
light treatment.
No,
Well,
I mean,
I will
it
have
would be
someone
better if one
here.
person went to the house where it is.
Right.
I will have someone here that can definitely help you with this. So.
No, just one person go and go to where the spirit is, so the spirit's not being dragged from where he feels comfortable,
Right.
and have a heart to heart. You know.
Yeah. Well, I was going to do spirit box anyway. I mean, we don't have to call them. I'm just saying I was going to do spirit
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got about an hour.
If y'all are up to it.
I can sit through a session for about an hour.
Well,
I
I
don't know
went,
if I have the energy to cross anybody over, but
no, I'm probably gonna jump down in a couple minutes, but I'll leave it on and be listening. Yeah, I know. You just gotta, just treat it like you're guest in the house, and then put down the rules, and have a conversation, find out what's what, make a decision from that. Well,
that's too loud. Hang on. Lordy, howdy mercy, that about blew us out of the room.
I can barely hear it.
I asked the ghost once to go on a date, and they said I was too spiritual. So I got turned down by a ghost. Did I tell you, Boomer? I think you'll be pretty excited about this. I put an application to join the Optimist Club. I don't think they'll accept me, but I put the application anyway.
Optimism isn't my strongest suit either.
No.
Who's
You
doing
should've-
open prayer?
I will, but I just want to say one more funny thing. When I first joined the Legion back here in the 80s or whenever it was, I went up to the Legion. I was filling in. You know how you got to fill in the application and put your information and everything. So I did it. The lady right away grabs the paper, flips it over, takes the stamp, goes boom. No problem, sir. He says, you're in. And I went, wait a second. And she goes, what? I says, I'm having a second thoughts now. She says, why? I says, well, you'd accept me into this club? I'm not sure. She laughed at me. Anyway, that was it. Okay. Who's doing the prayer?
Somebody, one of y'all want to do it?
Yeah, Misty does. Hit your shot button, people. Misty's going to say the prayer.
Oh, wow. Put me on the spot.
Hey, no problem.
Okay. Creator of all that is above and below, I thank you for this day. And I thank you for all the friends that are in chat and on panel. I ask that you protect us. And I ask that the archangels attend this session to help any of the spirits and guide them to whatever direction they need to go. Amen.
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 All right, here we go. Hi, Dan. Hi, spirits.
Can you hear me? Dang, Dan, are you okay? Danny, speak to us.
Hi, spirits. I'm sorry.
Danny's sitting there looking up and down at himself going, damn, I think I'm okay.
Hello, spirits.
Danny's not speaking to us. This is getting concerning.
He may have went to get him some
Taking a
coffee.
minute for the spirits to
Yeah,
come
I
through.
know.
Now that sounds like an idea, Sheriff.
There we
I'm
go.
drinking coffee.
Is there some on?
No, it's just whatever's in there is still there.
Hang on, you guys. Let's hear the spirits for a minute. Hi, spirits.
He's
Hi, Tommy.
Hi,
His little
Tommy.
voice. His
Hi,
little boy.
Spirit.
So,
Hi, Astro. Hi, Shakara. He said, how?
They're hard to hear.
Tommy just said sup.
Mm-hmm.
What did he say? What's up?
They're counting again, Mary.
He
Oh,
said sup,
Hi, Tommy.
as in to say what's up.
No, when you talk for 4 or 5 minutes and then realize, oh shit, I forgot to turn my mic back on. Makes
Oh,
sense.
no.
fun that.
You know, like, what the hell? How come no one's answering me? Oh, dumbass. Okay. Now I'm gonna hit my shut up button again.
You went to the light.
Somebody just said hi, Danny. I think they said hi, Danny.
Hello, spirits. How you going? It's good to hear from you. Yeah, and Doris is right. She's seen right through me. You know, you're full of crap. You don't really want to date. Besides, you're too spiritual.
I told you I'd play Spirit Box tonight so you guys can talk. I kept my word.
How you going, Astro?
He said how a while ago.
Astro, sometimes you can be a real arsehole.
It's going. Right, Astro, it's going. Tell him it's going.
That's usually what he says. It's going. Yeah. Hey, Shakara.
Spirits, can you see everybody in chat? Can you name some people in chat?
Boomer.
Tammy says hi, spirits.
Hello.
I think I heard him say Ned too.
Yeah.
Who else you see in chat?
Hey, spirits. What boy ain't right out there in chat? Hey, Hey, Spitfire. How you going? They're trying to speak to you in your brain. They will do that. Hey, Spirit, everybody's listening to you. You've got, yeah.
Okay, does anybody else, when you're talking to the spirits and you're sitting there and you turn it on and you start, like you move, so something on your body starts moving, or you start doing something that's
that's the spirits going through you, Mary.
What?
That's the spirits using you to communicate.
Is that what it is? You know what I do? I sit here and wring my fingers together. My hands.
Usually when parts of my body start moving on its own, one of the kids was being a smartass and slipped a Viagra in my coffee. Otherwise, nothing moves. Let me tell you.
What I find happens is I get almost like a vibration feeling.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting that.
Yeah, and speaking of which, Mary Beth says hello, everybody.
Hi, Mary Beth.
Hi, Mary Beth.
Tammy uploaded her first video tonight. Good job.
Good, Tammy. Put your link in so we can go watch it.
Yeah, put your link for your video in. Put your link for your video in.
Amned, put your link in. Spitfire, put yours in.
Someone put
Please tell me there's no tools involved.
Someone put mine in.
Spirits, are you glad I kept my promise?
That's right. I heard someone say that's right.
Someone said Eli.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's answering the question Danny asked. Yeah.
Yeah, that took a while, but yeah, that's an answer.
Well,
That's the answer. Good spirits. Good job.
Yeah. One of the spirits here wasn't nice to my cat just now. Check out what she just did to me.
Okay, I'm
She got
copying. I'm cop. Ouch.
Oh,
It looks like the cat wasn't nice to you more than this.
They just said, yep.
Okay, there. I copied Spitfires. I'm pretty sure I got Spitfires in, man. I think I got a
there you go, you guys. Get everybody's channel. If you want to grab them up, there they are.
I got Tammy's link for her shorts, for her show.
for her shorts.
I want to look at her shorts.
Anytime you're here, you can drop your links. Anytime. It's fun. If you guys understand what the spirits are saying when we're not talking over top of them, I appreciate it if you put it in chat for me so we can know if we heard the same thing.
I just heard peace.
Spirits, are you at peace? Tommy said yes. One just said help Beth, I think is what it said. Did you just say help Beth?
Yeah, help me clean my house, please.
I don't think that's what they're meaning.
I was going to say, if they're doing that, I need help with some cobwebs I can't reach in the garage.
I'm here to tell you, if they're going to do that, they can do my whole house. You know. Sheriff, go what? You telling Sheriff to go somewhere? Where do you want Sheriff to go?
Go where?
Is someone asking for my help? Is that what it is? Yeah.
2, 7.
Can you speak plainly as best you can and tell Sheriff where you're wanting him to go?
Hi, spirits.
I know Jason and I have talked about a place and talking about going.
Where?
Spirits, are you talking about the place that him and Jason's been talking about going? Is that where you want Sheriff to go?
Hey, spirits, you want some coffee? Lots of coffee.
I got pizza. You want some pizza? Help yourself.
We got lots of coffee.
You guys, if you don't have Amnet, she's got a really good channel.
Yeah, I just subbed to you too, Tammy.
Spirits back. Spirits, you'll back me up on that, won't you? That Amnet has a really good channel. Yes. You're getting a picture that someone drowned. Spirits, did one of you drown when you passed?
Yes. Sorry.
I think I wrote everybody's bones here already. Roll the bones. What?
Hey, Danny?
What the hell was that? Danny, you getting attacked or something?
Not lately.
We thought it was you making all the noise. It wasn't.
It was in a circle doing all the jumping.
Tammy, great video. You got a great catch there. You need to now you can slow it down. We can see where it's coming from. I personally think it's coming from through the wall. I'll slow it down later and see if I can see if it'll let me slow it down.
Yeah, all you gotta do on the video where the settings tab is under the video there,
Yeah.
click on that and select playback speed. You could go 3/4, half, or 1/5 speed.
There's something I didn't know. Thank you, brother.
Sure thing.
Spirits, is everybody doing okay tonight? Does anybody need crossed over?
No.
No,
Need help?
no, no, not tonight. I'm on straight.
Okay, just checking.
No, I'm kidding. If they need help, they can get help. But... Yeah.
Yeah, did you hear that? Tommy said, yeah.
Tommy, do you want me to get the robot out for you?
Somebody said, yeah, but it wasn't Tommy.
Yep, somebody said yep.
Please.
Sure thing, Tim.
Kip, are you here?
What?
No.
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 No, I'm not here.
You know something,
Is that you saying no?
Mary, you realize ever since Tommy realized he could talk over that thing, he's been coming through loud and clear.
I know, he's very clear.
Yeah, yeah.
Little boy. Tommy, we love you.
Hi, Tommy.
Well, I'll be right back.
All right, Boomer.
It's Mary's fault. She mentioned pizza, so I'm gonna go down and grab my last slice that I have down there.
I'm sorry. Go get it. All right, if I could send it to you.
I want
Well, that's true, Spitfire. You do that too? What's that, Asteroid? Oh, Spitfire said it might have been drowning through depression and alcohol too.
That
No mistaken Astro's voice, that's for sure.
Kip, is Spitfire talking about you?
Yeah.
I thought you weren't there.
I knew he was there. I can feel him. I've learned to feel his energy. I should have noted already, but you know.
Hey, Matt.
okay.
Hi,
Hey, sir.
Matt. If you want a link, have Beth send you the link. I won't put it in chat no more. I had a little problem the last time. I won't put it in chat no more.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say about it, but I won't put it in chat no more. So if somebody wants a link, you're gonna have to tell me so I can send it to you. Kip, are you doing all right now? Do you do all right being around me? Has that helped you?
What, Billy? Oh, I'm sorry, Billy. Second.
Does that help with the depression part?
Sorry, okay, Billy. I'm sorry. Billy's here. He's upset because I didn't tell Cheryl. Roscoe Pico Dream here.
Well, I heard one say no Spitfire, but I also heard him say yes. I've learned his voice.
Tickles me every time, Daddy.
He's with me all the time. Aren't you, Kim? I'm beginning to think he's one of my guides.
You're welcome, Tammy.
Was that Matt up in the house?
Yep.
House.
Or he's here to help out one or the other because he's here all the time. He loves me.
You're welcome, Mom and Ned.
Matt, I sent you a bluebird.
I like the hairdo too. That's cool.
It must be your sunny disposition, Mary.
Is that what it is?
That's
Kip,
what it is.
Kip, is it my sunny disposition you like?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
House.
That's funny.
Whoever's pounding on Dragon's head, you want to take it easy. Dragon can still hear you. You keep pounding on Dragon's head.
This is-
Probably hear you better if you don't pound on his head. Or head.
Yep, I released the bluebird, Matt.
Yeah, the cat's gonna go after something.
Release the bird.
I don't think it's Kip doing that Spitfire. It's probably another one.
Yeah.
If he's going to pound on somebody's head, it better be mine.
Well, it's probably a new one because they don't realize how much pressure to put.
Right.
Like they're not purposely trying to pound on the head. They just don't realize they got to be gentle to get the clearer message.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta let them know to back off some.
A lot of times when I got, I get a couple spirits here once or twice a year.
Tammy,
And,
drop your link again.
Once or twice a year I get a spirit in my house.
Once or twice a year?
Yeah.
Twice a minute.
Anyway, we often have to tell them, hey, you don't have to yell, you don't have to push so hard. Just be gentle because it comes in clearer. They don't realize that when they first trying to do it.
Everybody, Tammy's put her link out. Somebody grab it.
I've already grabbed it.
I already did too. Well, I had her already, but I went and watched her, seen her videos put out.
Me too.
Female spirit I am getting passed away recently.
Okay.
Hello, whoever said boomer.
Hello, female spirit, whoever talking to Dragon, please be calm and just talk in an indoor voice, and then that way they can hear you more clearly.
All right, Matt.
And this is for all the spirits who are listening. The harder you push, the more static you cause. Okay? So just try to be calm when you speak.
All right. Beth, you send in the link?
Yes.
Matt says, I'll jump up after.
Spirits, the spirits that was crossed over, are they all doing okay?
Yes.
I heard all yes.
Thank you. I'm glad they are. Thank you for answering me. I'm glad they're all doing okay. They're with their family. It means a lot.
Oh, wait. The female spirit that's talking to Dragon, is your name Cindy?
Cindy Sue.
Is your name Cindy? Yes?
I just heard yes.
I just
Okay.
heard here, Danny.
What's that?
I just heard a female say here.
Did you find Sean? Or I'm sorry, Shane?
Is this singing Cindy?
Thank you, Danny.
Come on home, singing Cindy. Come on home, singing Cindy. I will marry you someday. Oh, wait. No. I'll do spirits. Sorry.
Hey, quit hitting up on my girlfriends.
You notice I said girlfriends, plural.
Well, yeah. I mean,
There's
one of
lots
them
to
might
go
actually-
around.
Do
No,
we all
well,
know
what-
about each other?
no,
Or do they all
but
know
one,
about each other?
no, but one might actually say yes someday, so I don't want to. I don't want to leave anyone
learn
out.
to share.
I don't want to leave anyone out, eh?
Oh, the box just said homeless.
Kip will probably tell you can't have me. Tell him, Kip. Tell him.
Awesome. Kip said awesome.
Oh, you're going to give me away, Kip? Are you really?
Something scared that cat. You got that right, Doris.
I think he just said no.
Yeah, he said no. That cat was as nervous as if it was sitting in a room full of rocking chairs. It just went, shoo.
Yeah, she's over here on my desk now.
You're like, nope, I don't want any part of this shit.
After her scratching me, I'm not picking her up again either.
Well,
No.
she was very intently looking out that window like she was good. Sounds like something.
Well, we're
Kip-
starting to get rain and stuff. So,
Ah,
Kip, you need to come to me in my dreams. Talk to me. One that I can remember. I think you just said I have. Or yep, one. I don't know. One of the
There's
other.
another boop.
I got him. That's Matt. Hi, Matt.
I'm at,
Well, hello, family.
yeah, I just saw eyes reflected in the bottom of the door out on the deck.
Oh,
Hey, I just saw a couple orbs chasing the cat.
yeah, I just seen there goes another one. I swear they come out of her table or the wall or something there.
the orbs are playing.
They're sitting at the chair or something. Oh, I just seen something in the back door too. It moved
Us.
down at the bottom.
Can you light up that ball on my table?
Or the K2. Can you set the K2 off?
That was something when that cabinet moved.
I'm telling you, I agree with you on that one. That was crazy, wasn't it, Beth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Danny, something moved that cabinet one time when we were on a private.
Me and Beth seen it. It moved it out of the back corner, pulled it forward.
Yeah, just that like looking at it at the
Yeah.
right hand side came towards us.
Yeah, we watched it move. Me and Beth's like, holy crap. like, the cabinet just moved.
Can you push the chair in under the table?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Push the chair.
Well, if they can move that cabinet, they can sure push a chair.
Yeah, right. They can move that one on rollers for sure. That chair on rollers, the desk chair.
Yeah, spin that one on rollers because then it'll look like E.T. calling home.
And it,
Well, they were sitting there rolling that little ball on the table. When was it? Yesterday, Sheriff, or today?
Tommy, do you miss the kids not being there? I bet you miss them, don't you, Tommy?
Yay, Tammy.
I think that's what Sarah and Billy need is other kids to interact with.
Oh, good, I'm Ned. I'm Ned. I'm doing good. How about you? Sorry about that, Pam. I was just reading chat.
There you go.
Passed on. Somebody just said passed on. Who are you talking about passed on, spirits?
Oh,
Can y'all hear it? Good enough?
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it clear.
I was going to go on an investigation, but ghosts are too scary.
Misty.
Oh, excuse me.
Who are you telling to go? Are you telling Sheriff to go somewhere again? Somebody just said Danny.
Hello, spirits. How you going? That's good. That's good.
How many spirits are here with us?
7.
Sarah, Billy, are you tired of being here?
Nope, I got a Billy here too who's not tired of being here.
I think Sarah just said sometimes. I think she just said sometimes.
Or you like giving Boomer the hard time?
everyone does.
Nah, me, I never give Boomer a hard time.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. No, I know.
No, would never.
Sarah, do you like it when I go live so you can talk? Yes.
I heard a yes.
Yeah.
Had to have the one that said no.
Well, Sarah is the spirit that hangs out with Boomer. But is there another Sarah here? An older Sarah?
Hello.
Oh, hey, that was a wonderful picture of memory.
Did they just say 4 of us?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Four of us what? There's 4 Sarahs there?
Is there 4 Sarahs here? If there is, which one is Spitfire talking to?
Oh, excuse me.
Possibly
Maybe say Mary.
he's talking to. I was driving a car that went off the road into the river because she swerved from hitting accident. And she herself got caught in the accident and went over the bridge.
Who did?
There's a Sarah car, a green car, and she was going across this little bridge, accident on the bridge. So she swerved to miss the accident, but her car went over the bridge itself and she drowned in the river.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that may have been that's where his drowning's coming from.
Yep.
I know Kip when he died, he wrecked his car. He fell asleep at the wheel and he rolled it.
Shalom.
What'd you say?
Shalom.
I suddenly feel like I'm in Israel.
I'm sure that he had been drinking the night before. Am I right, Kip? Yeah.
You got it.
I know. I knew him very, very well.
Well, the dog and the cat are both looking at the same thing.
About as well as you can know somebody.
T-Coop. Hi, T-Coop.
Oops.
Hi, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
Tammy.
Tammy, Kip just said, "What's up?" You remember Kip, Tammy? Kip, you remember Tammy, right? I know you do. Tammy's brother can come through if he wants to. Terry, you out there? Come through.
Yeah.
That's where the drinking and depression come in at.
Hi.
Hello. So,
You got to make it bigger than that. That's small. There we go.
Sorry, the camera locked up. So I
Uh
went and grabbed a little ball that the kids were playing with and
huh.
put it on the table.
Tommy, you missed the kids. How old is Kip? Oh God, Kip, how old was you?
Old enough.
Huh?
He just said old enough.
I'm getting 32.
No, he was older than that.
Older?
Yeah.
I heard clear as a bell. Old enough.
He was in his 40s when he died.
Who was 32?
Am I right, Kip? Was you in your 40s when you died? He was. I'm pretty sure he was older than me. Well, I know he was.
I just saw a white mist walk through that. I walked by that door.
Probably did.
Yeah, probably did. Kip, are you older than me? Or was you older than me? Or was you younger? Maybe you was younger than me.
Epstein. Who the hell is Epstein? They just said Epstein, didn't they?
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
that's what I heard.
Somebody watching Welcome Back, Cotter? They just said it again.
Obviously, there's someone here named Epstein.
Are you named Epstein?
Ron was 32. Who was Ron?
Her cousin.
Her cousin?
Yeah.
Hi, Christopher. Yes, there's balls on the table.
Kip was older than me, so he would have been in his 40s when he passed. Because was it 2006, Kip, when he passed?
Yeah, my cousin was only 22. She didn't make it that far.
Can you guys move those balls that are on the table?
He just said, yeah. It was 2006 when he passed.
Do you see them all coming out from under it?
Speaking of moving balls, I got to move mine to the bed.
Ooh.
It's sitting too long. I gotta be up early anyway, so I'm gonna go lay down and hope to get a couple hours sleep.
Take care, bro.
Ronnie, are you here? Tammy's cousin?
All right, good night, spirits. Rest in peace. Much love. Keep it real.
Night,
bro.
Night,
Love you.
Boomer.
Not a boomer, bro.
Good night, everybody
Night,
else.
Boomer.
Talk to you tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a private. Okay.
Later, Boomer.
Yeah, I'll contact you. I got a busy day tomorrow, starting at 7.
All right.
But I'll contact you at some point.
All right. Talk to
All
you
right,
tomorrow.
everybody. Much love. Keep it real.
Love you too.
Good night, brother.
There went Sarah. She said good night, Boomer. Did you hear her?
Yeah.
Sarah, you can stay with us even though Boomer's going to bed. It's okay. You know that though, right, Sarah? Yep. Everybody saying yep.
Oh, shit. Did you guys
Did you see that?
Oh, my God. Did you guys see that?
I seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it.
Nope.
Sorry
wasn't,
for swearing.
I wasn't paying attention.
All I can say is holy crap.
All right?
I apologize for swearing, guys.
Yeah.
Mister.
She got excited. We
That
get
came,
excited every once in a while.
That actually came through the window, paused, and then started flashing.
I told you it's going to be hard, Sammy. Told you. She's got a whole new respect for factory workers. Yeah, she picks to stand on concrete for 12 hours at a time.
Oh yeah, that's not an easy job.
Gonna do it, but okay.
Hey, Stabby sis.
We'll see.
Yeah, Sammy, if you still need to do what we talked about, hit me up on Facebook tonight.
I don't doubt that you want to do it, Sammy. I don't doubt you at all. That's not my problem. You know what my problem is with that. That the reason why I don't know if you'll be able to do it or not. I hope you can, but it's going to be very hard for you to do that.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Jax, bro.
Jack said he saw that clear as day. Hi, Jax.
Howdy, Jax.
That's it. That's it.
There it is again.
That one.
You get used to it.
Glowing as it went through. Sorry.
You get used to it, Sammy. Just hang in there.
That one was like sending signals. It was blinking.
Yeah, it was like blinking, wasn't it? It was going through blinking. It was releasing energy is what it was. I think it was trying to manifest one on truth.
Yeah, wait for it, Matt. You might, with all this going on, you might see the dog tonight.
Awesome.
That would be cool.
Wait. In the reflection, I just saw something move under the kitchen table.
They're always underneath the kitchen table. I don't understand it.
Right?
They come flying out from underneath the kitchen table. I swear they do. It's like they have powwows.
It was a small, like a child or something, like moving under there.
Might have been Tommy.
Yeah, it could be Tommy.
Tommy, you underneath the kitchen table? Tommy.
Bird cat.
Spirits, is there anybody here?
Hey, Jax.
Yep, they're there. So you see that lanyard hanging there under my keys? That thing come 45 degrees out from the wall the other night.
Really? Wow. Someone was trying to take off with your car.
Okay, guys, I'm going to get off now. It's 1 o'clock, so I shall talk to you later.
Love you, Danny.
All right, take care, brother.
Danny.
Take care, Danny.
I'm going live again sometime this week. Are you going live anymore this week, Danny?
Yeah, probably tomorrow.
All right. Send me a message.
All right, cheerio.
All right. Much love.
Hi.
I just saw a flash in the reflection too. Right under the table again.
Yeah. It's weird how sometimes when you look at the reflection, it doesn't match what's actually in the kitchen.
Right. That's what I'm.
It's all right, Ned. You have a good night. Sorry, you guys. You have a good
what I'm
night.
fixated on.
And I much respect you too. You have a great chicken.
Matt, the one night that we were on doing a private chat, that stand that you see sitting by the window, the wooden one, actually moved.
Yeah, me and Beth sitting there, we watched it move like crap. The whole corner of it come out.
Yeah.
The back corner.
Take care of them.
Pulled it towards us. It was crazy.
Not on Ned.
If they can move that cabinet, they can move that table or them chairs easy.
Good night on that.
If they have the energy for it. I mean, it takes energy to do it, so it depends on if they have enough energy to do it with. But
well, you see that I've got the two K2s sitting
I
on the
can, thank
table.
you.
The one leaning against the plant is not turned on.
Okay.
And they've been lighting that up today.
And Ned, anytime you want to come up, you can come up. Anytime I go live, you're welcome. More than welcome to come up.
Thank you, sis.
I'll send you a link the next time I come up. Y'all don't let me forget that.
Howdy, Kenneth.
Okay.
Hey, Kenneth.
Hi, Kenneth. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. I watched yours the other day and gave you a thumbs up. I didn't say anything in chat, but I was there. I do that sometimes. I just lurk. It's when I don't feel like typing too much.
Hey.
I think he's tired, Misty.
Yeah.
Matt, you tired tonight?
Yeah, I'm well, sis. Yeah.
You have trouble
I'm
sleeping?
always tired.
Lower back.
Yeah. I'm just too young to feel this old, you know.
If Sammy holds out and gets used to working factory work, she'll be all right. But she's got a bad ankle and leg from childhood that she had to have operated on. So that's what's going to cause her to not be able to get on that concrete. That, a couple other things, but I'm not going to say what they are. But that's going to be her main one, is that ankle and foot. She's going to need some really good shoes with very good cushion, and yeah, she's going to need some really good shoes. Are they making you have steel toe there, Sammy?
Oh my goodness, I just realized in 6 days, my oldest child is going to be 42.
Oh, you're welcome, Kenneth. The next time I come through, I'll pop in and say hi. I just don't. Sometimes I just don't feel like typing, and I just go and I watch and I listen.
I can't believe my Jason's going to be 42. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, Tammy's young compared to us.
Yeah, she is. 2 of my kids are older than her.
I know that feeling, Matt. I was hurting today. Is the reason why I was late coming on. And the weather does it. When the weather's bad, tears me a new ass.
Yeah, same here.
It was storming last night and nasty today, and it's just been, yeah.
Yeah. Like, my whole entire body is just.
Totally understand.
Yeah.
Okay, Sheriff, you'd only have to be rubbing that in.
All right. All right.
Well, hell, I didn't say who. Y'all the one that chimed up.
Yeah, we know.
I don't care. I'll tell people my age.
Yeah, but they may not. So
I'm 56.
I'm not.
I don't care.
Spirit, please don't tell how old I'm going to
Can't
be.
hide from it, so you know.
go ahead, spirits. I dare you.
Oh, no.
Said, bro.
It did too, yeah. I heard that.
And they are telling. Haha.
I'm sorry, Tammy. Just
Matt, are you feeling any warmth moving?
yeah, a little bit, sis. Like right on my lower back, my knees.
Sammy, you know you can't do that. You know you have to eat something or you'll be sick.
Yeah.
Sammy, is Liddy feeling any better?
Yeah, they're going to get more active here.
Yep.
I wonder how my communications spirit friend is doing. The one that likes to Morse code me.
Yep.
Yeah, really.
I can put the candle on if you'd like, but I don't think you're up to it right now.
I think it would take.
Sis, I can.
I don't think he can right now.
No.
I think it would take much out of him to do it.
I'll misread things.
Did one of you guys just hiccup?
What?
What?
Did one of you guys just hiccup?
No.
No, ma'am.
Nope.
Okay, the spirits must have.
Spirits, are you hiccuping? Kip, are you drinking? You better quit that.
Why not? Why not? They fart. So
Kip, can you drink over there?
Tammy, that would be amazing.
Did he say yes?
Yep.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah, Matt, if you're up for it sometime, why don't we do a private session?
Oh, that sounds good, sis.
So in other words, you party on the other end in the afterlife like you did in real life, huh?
Try to.
You said try to.
Yeah. Apparently you don't get a buzz over there.
Sorry.
Yeah, Sammy, not eating is never a good way to try and lose
I
weight.
mean, that makes sense. There's no physical body for it to affect that way, so.
Yeah.
Kip, when it's my time to pass, are you going to be there waiting on me?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Yeah.
So I thought he said, yeah.
Whoa.
Thought he said, yeah, I am, or something like that. I figured you would be.
Whoa. Did you see that one? It just kind of like stopped, looked at the camera, and then went down again.
Yeah.
I have a friend named Earl that passed away. He was very spiritual, and he believed in the paranormal. Can somebody find him for me? His name is Earl. He went by Rain. Was his nickname.
My
All right, fam. I'll be back. I feel sick. I'll be back.
All right.
Okay. I worry about him. This is happening too much.
Yeah, he's overworking himself for starters.
Yeah.
He's not at work. He's on the run. He's trying to make videos. He's trying to do this, trying to do that. He's trying to do everything, and he's not sleeping enough. He's not resting his body enough.
Oh, you got to do that.
If you guys find him, tell him he can come in next session we have and talk to me. His name is Earl, and he goes by Rain though. Thank you, spirits. Kip, have you talked to my mom lately? Is she here? Mom, are you here?
William, how do you feel about us having company? William. Waiting? Okay.
I agree with that, Sammy.
Bless you.
Did that come over the box, the snakes?
I don't know.
What, Beth?
It must have.
What? I didn't hear you.
Did you sneeze, Mary?
No.
Then the spirit sneezed.
Yep.
Spirits, are you sneezing? Hi, Terry.
Hey, Terry.
Hi, Terry. Somebody just said hi, Terry.
Spirit said hi, Terry. Terry, I just made you blue. Drop your link if you want to.
Okay, there was just a glow at the window that was not at the table.
That might have been me lighting a cigarette, Beth.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes, depending on where I'm sitting.
I just
sometimes
I think that was That was Misty. Well, happy belated birthday, Terry.
Happy birthday, Terry.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Terry. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
William, are you excited about our company?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Okay, Kip, I have a question for you. If I talk to you, if I talk to you with my mind, can you hear me? Can you understand what I'm saying?
Some.
All right, see if you get this, what I'm sending to you now, okay, Kip?
Fresh bread.
Did you hear what I said?
Did anyone else hear it say fresh bread?
Sammy, ask your mother. Ask your mother who he is, Sammy. She'll tell you.
Oh my goodness! Why don't you just tell her it's one of your ex-boyfriends?
Because her mom can tell her more than that.
Okay.
She used to run around with us. She was there when I met him. Well, I don't know if she was there the night I met him, but she met him after that. No, it's not Frying Pan Guy, no. No, he never done nothing to hurt me in any way, shape, or form. He was good to me. Very good to me, actually. Kip, did you understand what I sent you? Yeah. Do you miss that too? Kip, you remember Wendy?
Sarah, Boomer's not here. He's sleeping.
He went to bed, Sarah. He had to go. He had to go to bed. He's got to go with Grandma in the morning. He's got to go with his mom. I hope he's going to see his dad. I didn't ask.
Who is now your grandma, apparently.
Well, I'll be Sarah's grandma. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, true. Where's the doggy at Misty's house? It's hiding? Okay. There you go.
Are you playing hide and seek with Tommy? Are you guys playing hide and seek with Tommy?
Sorry.
I think they said yep. Does Tommy hide well?
Good night, Doris.
Night, Doris.
Good night, Doris.
I know, Terry. It's good. I'm glad you're here. You guys don't have Terry Screw Loose voiceovers and sing-alongs. Grab him up. He put his link in the chat. Do it the right way, though. Watch a video, leave a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Tell him I sent you.
Yeah, I think he knows.
What?
I think he knows.
Well, you know, I mean, he may not.
So,
Spirits, are you ready to go for the night?
Yes.
Yes. Kip says no, and they all say yes. Kip, I'll talk to you by my mind, okay? You're going to have to get better at it, all right?
Kip is like, you're not sending me anywhere.
Kip, you can talk to me anytime you want. You just got to send it to me. I'll hear you.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
I'll open a line of communication with you, okay?
You're okay,
Welcome back, Matt.
Thanks.
I'll try to anyway.
I swear I heard a little kid calling my name like 15 times when I was in the bathroom.
Probably Tom.
The lanyard's moving again.
What?
Yeah.
The lanyard is moving again.
It is moving, isn't it? Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's going like back and forth.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is the air conditioner on or anything?
No.
No ceiling fan or nothing?
No.
You know, I asked that so it would clarify to everybody that there's not that problem.
I just saw an orb fly away from it.
Everyone flying to the kitchen really on speed dial. That one just flew through there fast.
All right.
Like it
They're all
was.
heading for where I'm sitting.
All right. right, fam. I'm sorry. I need to get off.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
you
Terry,
rest
really?
well,
You
Matt.
cut your hair off? Wow. I just seen you 2 days ago. You had long hair.
It's okay, Matt.
All right,
Sweet
Matt.
dreams.
Love you,
I
Matt.
love y'all.
Go to
fam.
sleep. You need some rest. You need that body of yours needs to rest.
Yeah. I will.
Goodness.
I
Don't die
will,
on
sis.
us.
We love you.
If I do, I'll come back to the spirit box.
All right.
You're welcome
Hey,
to come
don't
visit me, Matt.
I love y'all, fam. Y'all take care.
love you too, Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Tommy said good night. All right, spirits. I'm going to turn the spirit box off. Does anybody want to say anything before I turn it off? Apparently not. They went silent.
Done.
Done? Okay.
Good night, spirits.
Good night, Tommy. Good night, spirits.
Good night, spirit.
Kip, I'm not going to tell you good night because I know you're right here by me. I know you're in the room with me, so you can stay and my family can stay, but all you other spirits got to go back where you're from. You can't hang out. You come to visit. That was it.
Did you want me to do a closing prayer, Mary?
Yeah, please. All right, I'm going to close this, you guys, and she's going to do a closing prayer, and then we're going to close. Go ahead.
Creator, thank you for the protection that you've given us tonight. Thank you, archangels, for helping the spirits. Blessings to you all, spirits, and thank you for communicating. Have a blessed night. Amen.
Tammy says good night, Tommy and William.
The spirits are saying amen.
Amen. Good night, spirits. Talk to you soon, sometime this week. Okay. Good session. Good session.
It was really good. And I apologize again for cussing because I don't normally.
Oh,
Mary said words.
My God, you didn't say nothing major bad or nothing. You're fine.
It just startled me because I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, "What?"
I know, right? It gets you, doesn't it? It does me.
Well, the thing is, I saw it with my actual eye. You guys saw it on the camera.
Yeah. Freaks me out sometimes when I see it.
Holy messages, Mary.
Lord, mercy, Jesus, man. I had it on airplane mode and everything's coming in now since I turned it off airplane mode. Lord have mercy. It's probably ones I've already seen.
Yeah, it was funny while the kids were here. I think I told you. My daughter-in-law, Nicole, kept hearing the rocking chair go and thumping noises. Hey, T-Coop. No, I'm not repeating it, Tammy.
Oh, shit.
Almost fell for it.
That was it.
She said, "Oh shit!" I'll say it for
Mm-hmm.
her. Because she normally don't cuss like that. It startled her.
Well, it looked like it was going to fly right at me.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I think some of it's got to do with the storm that's coming.
It helps to charge them up.
Yeah.
Oh, no, David.
I had pizza tonight. Oh, I shouldn't have said that out loud. Eli's in the chat. Terry. The F-bombs is what get you in trouble. They don't want you saying that no more. YouTube's cutting down on it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know how hard it is for me not to cuss if I get mad? Oh, Lordy, have mercy.
It takes a lot to get me mad.
You know, I was mad the other night. Use on panel that son. Oh well, maybe they'll let it go through because she's not monetized yet, right? If she's monetized, it probably would demonetize the video or live.
No, she's not.
What is that?
That's Jason.
Sound like an airplane.
No, he's moving around in his chair.
Y'all don't hear that?
No.
Don't hear anything.
Sure sounded like an airplane flying over. But it sounded it was on the computer. Well, that was crazy. Well,
I'm gonna have to jump off here soon.
Did anybody in chat hear that?
Don't inhale a cigarette and try and talk at the same time. It doesn't work.
No, not usually.
Does it sound like a buzzing sound, Mary? Because it might be the pump for my fish tank. But
I don't know, but it was me, Mary, and I took that dressing off. Cussing, wasn't you? Oh, you heard it, Terry? Yeah, it sounded like an airplane to me. Matt can't get comfortable. Just give it a minute, Matt. You just laid down. You got to give it a minute. You give it time. It'll ease up maybe with time.
Yeah, you'll have to consciously relax.
You just have to sit there. Tell you what you do. You breathe in your nose and out your mouth. In your nose and out your mouth. I'm serious. It'll help.
I gotta order a new camera.
Yeah, that one's been messing up, ain't it?
Well, I gotta get 2 new cameras, one for my videoing and one for that.
Ding! Thanks, bro. It was a surprise me being on your panel yesterday when you went live. Oh, you talking about Matt? Yeah, I was there watching that one.
Well, I totally missed it.
I've been breathing in my mouth and out my butt. Tammy. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
She always makes me laugh.
Well, Mary, I think I'm going to call it a night.
All right, I love you.
Love you too. Matt, hit me up whenever you've got some time.
I am.
And
I'll be getting pretty soon too. I'm not going to stay on late tonight.
Yeah, and I'll try and help you out.
I had a rough night last night, and today's not been real great, so I ain't got the energy I've been having. Usually when I went live recently.
Blessings to y'all, guys. Have a good night.
You,
Be safe.
Good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a private or something.
Okay. I'm here.
All right. Love you. Sheriff, you go sleep on me?
I think so.
Oh. It's been a productive night. Short night, but it's been productive. Our story could have been better. We kind of winged it tonight, y'all, on that story. You'll be 70. You ain't 70 yet.
Yes, Terry.
It was. He sounded like 747 for landing. Coming in for a landing.
Oh my goodness. It's been a long time since I've put panties up. And that's what everyone knows me by.
Tammy's birthday's in October.
So is mine.
So is Wendy's.
October what, Tammy?
13th.
Are you Tammy?
Oh, but I'm telling you. Wendy's is the 6th.
Mine's 21st. I'm doing okay.
Yours is 13th of September. So yours would be the next birthday we celebrate, I guess. Mine's in December.
It's actually due on Halloween. But I couldn't wait.
Yeah, we got to come up with something for Halloween. I haven't thought about that yet. We got to come up with something for Halloween. You turned 39 and Holden. I heard that too.
I feel so dang old.
Oh, the plane? Yeah, it really sounded like a plane. I mean, I thought I was hearing things. Sound like the plane was landing.
I didn't hear it at all.
No. y'all just thought I was gone.
No, I didn't really think you were gone. I just figured you might have fell asleep.
No, we know you're gone, Sheriff.
Hey, now, I resemble that remark.
I know.
No, I ain't. I've been here the whole time. I ain't been asleep. I actually got up and left and went to take a bathroom break real quick. But other than that, I've been here.
Yeah, other than that, you're just being stuck up. Okay.
Tommy's been playing hide and seek with the spirits there. He wasn't.
I heard all that coming through the spirit box.
He's so cute. That little voice of his. He said hi. We first started, he said hi. It's so cute.
If I don't say anything, then he won't say something back to me. But if I'm talking, he'll say Papa.
Yeah,
through the spirit box.
He sure will. He'll call you Papa. I've heard him.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, you know, I mean, it could be a respect thing too. You know, maybe they taught him respect before he died. I don't know. I don't know how you teach 2-year-old respect, but okay.
Right.
You're an adopted papa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I asked if they were all happy, and he said yes. He's happy.
That'd be cool, Tammy.
Oh, that would be cute.
Oh, that really would be cool. Aw. I'd make their day.
Yeah, wouldn't that?
I'll make their day anyway. Well, Tommy was sit it in his rocking chair.
Actually, I don't know if it's actually not his, but he'd probably claim it.
Yeah, probably.
Well, Missy told him he could use it, so he probably thinks it's his. Claims it as his.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Glenn is going to lose his chair to a teddy bear.
Yeah, he gonna like that shit. He'd be going, what the hell? He'd be going, what the hell is this?
No, he won't. He'll put it on the end stand, and then I'll just have to put it back.
It'd be a fight to keep the bear where it's supposed to be. Oh.
Yeah, it won't be that difficult.
I'm about over this weather, dang it.
Oh, me too. All right, you guys, I'm going to end. I love y'all. I thank you for being here tonight. It's a short night for us. Usually, lately, we've been going 6 or 7 hours, but none of us are feeling up to power tonight, but we did come on. It wasn't the greatest night for y'all, but, I'm sorry. Best I can say. At least we was here. And we talked to the spirits, and we talked to each other, and that's the main thing. I appreciate every one of you, each and every one of you. I love y'all. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you the next time I go live.
Later, taters.
Good night.
Much love, everyone.
You're welcome, Tammy, anytime. And thank you for making their little teddy bears for them. They're going to be so happy. Even got colored safety eyes for the teddies. Aww.
Yep, safety first.
All right. Good night, everybody.